Yo! Okay. Let me bring this down. I'll move on to our players in just a secondo. Let me just double check. I got everything open. I do. Welcome everyone to episode 5 of Godforged. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. I've got all my tabs open. We're good. Let me just close out of this and then bring these guys up. Hello, friends.
Hey, bud.
Great.
Hi.
These are fantastic.
Hey, dude. In your absence, one of my sound mixers broke. OG is currently in hell.
Yep.
And everything
Very
was on
bright
fire, and you were just going, yo, to the chat. We were like, he doesn't know.
And on my end, I had all of my kind of functions that I use to turn all of the cams and move all the cams when the battle map comes up. That all broke, so I have to do that manually today. It's
Holy fuck.
work that when it comes to it.
This is the cursed stream.
This is
Yes,
yeah,
it
this
is.
is
The official title.
It really
This
is.
is when we realized Jari's actually holding us together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her
Yep.
absence makes all the difference.
Absolutely mad day. Yeah, we are absent of Jari today, everyone. She's unavailable today, so we will be doing the episode without her. Hopefully, she will be back next week, so you can look forward to more Jari there. But welcome along, everyone. Hello, how are my friends? Good.
Good.
Right now.
Yeah. Excuse us for the cursed episode today, chat. I'm sure everything will go wrong. If there's a pie wipe by the end of the day, yeah. I'm just gonna shrug if that happens.
Honestly.
Bless you.
But yeah, what have you guys been playing this week?
Someone go before me because I haven't played anything.
Dark Souls.
Oh yeah. We were just talking about this before the
I'm
stream
playing
started.
Dark
Chat.
Souls. Yeah.
The Cinder mod
I'm playing the new Cinders mod, and it's fucking awesome.
with Benji and Gma, right?
I guess it's not new, but it's new for me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's new. There's something new about it. Like every month, I feel like
If it's
there's
got
like
the-
two
they-
things.
yeah.
They patch it like crazy, yeah.
If it's got
I
the
love it.
Sekiro like weapons, it's got to be fairly new. That only came out like last year, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
True.
You took a week off after, obviously no spoilers in the chat, but after The Last of Us, right, Brie?
Yeah, I did.
8 days off or something.
It was just.
I'm sorry, what?
It was a lot beating it. Oh yeah, Sam can't relate to taking a week off. Sorry. It was a lot beating it in 24 hours, and then the climate of everything going on online. I just needed some time. I was very emotionally drained by like everything going on. So, but yeah, The Last of Us 2 is like the thing that broke the camel's back. So, yeah,
I'm not surprised.
it
Blame
was just a
them.
lot. Emotional roller coaster in 24 hours.
We were watching it and finished it last night.
Treat it like a long series. And
A
I binge
long-
watched it.
Series.
It was
Mhm.
long. It was good. I enjoyed it.
It was long.
It was very long. I didn't expect
Well,
it to be 20 hours.
Spoil it.
Yeah. 20 hours is crazy.
It is crazy for a narrative game. I just got my brother into the first one, and he doesn't play games. Like he stopped playing games about probably just over a decade ago. So he borrowed my PlayStation, and I've just got him to buy the first one. And his first response, I'm not going to say any spoilers about the first one, even though it's been enough time. His first response was just like a sad face and going, "That I just finished the prologue." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's good." And he was like, "Completely unnecessary." And he's like pissed off.
And then what else did he say when you were like, "Oh no, it gets better"? And he just
Well,
was
yeah,
like,
I tried it. I was like, "Oh,
okay.
don't worry about it. It'll keep going." And he was like, "No, I'm just going to keep continuing," or something like that. But it was just very like matter of fact. But hopefully he enjoys it. I don't know.
That's funny.
Unnecessary.
Completely
Yeah,
Completely
that was-
unnecessary.
I thought it was so funny.
Don't put that on the box.
Just angry.
That's really fucking funny. Oh my god.
So also, just to give a shout out to our sponsors again for the rest of this month. Thank you again to Dungeon Fog. We really appreciate it, guys. Dungeon Fog in the chat if you want to see where to find them. You can get to their website. It's a free-to-use map building software where everything I'm building this month is going to be done by their software to show it off. So you'll see all the battle maps I do. And I mostly do battle maps in my one. But if you like to build long, winding dungeons with loads of rooms and everything, that's what it excels at the most. You'll be able to do all sorts of different kind of dungeons there, anywhere from caves to keeps to the layers of evil dragons, anything like that. I've been using it mostly with battle maps, and it works really well. It's an easy-to-use software. I suck when it comes to technology, so if I can use it, anyone can. And
that's a fact. That's a damn fact. It is a
true fact. Everything, like, if something is easy for me to use, I feel like they've done a good job. But you can also sign up to their premium service as well to get access to tons more assets. So if you do enjoy that and you really enjoy using the software and you have a little play around with it in the next few days, you can use our code Godforged for 10% off the annual subscriptions. Yeah. So thank you guys over at Dungeon Fog for sponsoring this month of episodes. We really appreciate it. So
thanks, Dungeon Fog.
Yeah.
We could wind in. Do you know, I made a big mistake as well today. I usually have my Discord where I capture all the cameras on like a window so I can move you guys around. And I realized I've just put you on my second screen today in full screen. But if I was to make it any smaller, it would muck around all the cam positions. This is the amateur day. It really is. Okay. Let me put some music for you guys on. And we can get started with today's episode of Godforged. Okay. So, to recap where we left off. After defeating the goblin camp up in the north, the party journeyed back towards Karburn. But instead of resting, instead of going and getting some well-needed sleep, you pushed on in pursuit of the bounty in the south. The one warned by a fisherman. After securing themselves a large rowboat and hastily going south down the river, they anchored near an old abandoned lighthouse on the widest part of the river. After fear played bait, they managed to lure out a fish-like humanoid from the waters that crawled up with all these tentacles going into it. You battered it on the old dock, killing it, and then Skold secured a chest of goods from the old shipwreck where it was nesting.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I did.
You did indeed. And then you reconvened with the group, brought that back. And that's where we start. A short episode last week, so we start on the shores. You're by the dock, still kind of where you've left off. It's cloudy, it's a little foggy still. It's raining, but only lightly. Only spittles of rain. You wouldn't.
Do you remember what the rewards were? Because I think I lost the notepad.
I do indeed.
Sick.
You got.
So do I.
OG, you can say it if you like. If you've written down the
I've got
notes.
it.
Oh, she's got it. Then great. We don't need you, Joe.
Yeah.
OG's our accountant, dude.
I believe the chest contained 50 gold, 120 silver, a small bag of 4 freshwater pearls, a compass that is copper and imprinted with a ship and a whirlpool, a lantern, beautifully designed, silver with woven corners, and a flask. Silver has 2 ends, 1 red, 1 blue.
Do you know what's impressive about that? Is that in my notes I don't have the descriptions of each of the items. You have more notes than me.
I had them, but I think I blue screened and lost the notepad. I was like, oh. But trust the accountant, dude, to save me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
That's amazing. Honestly, it's a good thing to have in a campaign.
It's true.
I write a lot of stuff down, you guys.
Taking
That's
notes is
good.
good. Yeah, so you got that chest with the 3 items and the pearls and all the gold and silver. You arrived on the shoreline. It's still spitting with rain. Less gloomy than it was before, perhaps just the way without the creature here now. Along the shore as well, kind of just up against the bank, is the raveled up body of this very skinny, kind of gaunt humanoid. It's hairless. It looks almost skeletal. And that's the creature when it turned back to its form, the more humanoid form. You guys are. It's probably around at this time, around 6 p.m. It feels closer to dusk, even though we're in summer at the moment, just due to the heavy forecast ahead. What would you guys like to do?
Okay.
Hmm.
Probably make camp, right?
Yeah,
It's like
It's
6
getting
hours
pretty
back,
late.
right?
We need to sleep.
we are exhausted
Can we
and spent.
can we make a camp in the lighthouse? Like, can we sleep in there, or will it be drier?
The base of it
It's
is
busted
probably
down.
large enough. It's definitely got its holes, and you will find cracks in it, which some of the water might leak through. But it's the most covered area around you right now for sure.
Maybe we should do that.
I'm down.
Yeah. Get
Alright.
some fish.
Yeah.
Oh, we still have the picnic basket.
Oh yeah, we do.
Genius.
Hell
Mm.
yeah.
Collecting your
Never
food
going
in
on
the,
another adventure
inn.
without a picnic basket.
Never again. That's an essential in a D&D
New
campaign.
thing.
Picnic a basket.
All right, yeah, I don't know. I'll look. I'll grab some shit to make a fire.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Find
Do you have
some
anything on
dry
you,
wood.
or you just going to search around for it?
I mean, I'm sure pretty much everything I own could be set on fire, but I'd prefer to
That's
look for
true. Yeah,
things
that's
that
true.
are appropriate.
Let's
like
not go for
actual.
that route yet.
Yeah, just like. Let me see what I got in here. No, I'm gonna. I'll have a little bit of a look around.
Okay. Yeah. For the sake of it, roll a survival check.
Oh, good lord. Good thing my survival is great. By which I mean it is not. Roll 20. Help me out, man. Oh, actually, today it is, because I got an 18.
Ooh.
Nice.
18. Yeah.
Rolls well when it doesn't matter.
In this kind of this section of where the lighthouse is more or less an abandoned road. There's not much trade going on down here. There's no settlements farther south toward the coast. So up by the road, you'd find various just fallen leaves or dry wood that have been on the smaller trees underneath the large ones in the local forest. You'd be able to gather up plenty of wood or plenty of things to set a fire in the space within half an hour. And you do a pretty good job at it. Okay. Anything you guys want to do before we settle down for the night?
Fish.
Okay. Roll a perception check. Not for the fish, just specifically.
$16.
So you notice by the shore as well, close to where the former creature that you just fought is, there is a kind of a boat that's been pulled up onto shore and it's crashed against the small rocks there. In that boat, you would see a fishing rod if that is your preference to fishing. Otherwise, how would you like to fish?
I'll fish bear style, dude. What the fuck?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Just giving you the options. All right, so describe what you want to do. Like, how are you going to go and fish?
I'm gonna fucking grab fish out the water.
Okay,
With
You're gonna
your
just wade
mouth or
in?
with
I'm gonna
your-
just
Yeah, hands
I
are
wade in, I just sit really fucking still till they come close, and then grab 'em with these big old claws.
Okay, claws. Thank God.
roll a. I'm gonna say because it's specifically a bear fishing. I'm gonna say roll survival with advantage because I feel like this is bear territory.
Okay. 21.
Woo.
21. Yeah, you wade in deep to the water, probably just going up just above your waist. The dock's kind of beside you. See the movement. As you dive and just kind of grab into it, you find there's various salmon that have been going downriver heading towards the coast. You'd be able to grab a few of those. With the 21 roll, I'd say you'd probably catch at least 3 or 4 fish. Good sizable some of them just nearly a couple of foot long, big salmon. Some of them a little smaller. But you find a good heap of food.
I
And a
shove
pretty
them on
quick time.
sticks to cook and eat.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Upon watching Skull do this, Basil's really intrigued, and with the ease that he's done it, he wants to go try it himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
He thinks, how hard can it be? Look how easy it was for him, you know?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Alright.
How are you going to try it? Are you going to copy the exact same method?
Yeah, he's gonna try to copy the exact method. He's gonna go out in the water and sit really still,
Okay.
and then he's just gonna just try to get a fish.
Has Basil ever done this before? In any way?
Absolutely not.
Has he ever
Absolutely
fished?
not. I don't think so.
Can we get a survival check with disadvantage, please?
Come on.
You're going for like the hardest form of fishing.
Oh,
17!
With disadvantage, 17. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We are so good at surviving, you guys.
Yeah, you weighed in. Maybe it was just his perfect technique. Maybe it was an essence of luck. You wait. You think you see a fish. You dive your hand in, and you're thinking you missed it, but then you feel just that kind of scaly skin. And as you bring it out, it's slippery. You manage to keep hold. You catch yourself a large fish, a large salmon. Good job.
Wow. All right. I'm gonna bring it back to the fire
Okay.
and act like it's just business as usual, because now I think that's exactly how you catch fish.
Nice. Yeah, it's a life lesson.
I mean, so does Scald. So
Yeah,
he's not gonna set you straight.
No, definitely not.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Sophia, as you're setting up this fire, you'd see a Scold and Basil return with just a whole heap of fish. Scold's one's on sticks. Basil's still in his hand. You guys have got plenty food. If you just want to have fish tonight. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No. I don't think so.
Cook it.
Let's get cooking.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Just can cook it.
Cook
Yeah.
the fish.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, don't worry, there won't really rolls to see how well you cook. You roast some fish on the fire.
While
Sweet.
it's roasting, I'm gonna ask Timothy, as we're all, I imagine, sitting around the fire. See, this place didn't end up to be haunted after all.
nah, not haunted, but hunted. What was that thing?
I don't know. I've never
It
seen
wouldn't-
anything like that before.
Would I know, or any of us know what that was, or was it just?
Thea, roll
Yes.
a nature check.
Super good at nature as well, you guys.
All things to do with surviving.
21.
Wow, good rolls today already.
When it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly, Thea, but having spent a lot of time on the sea and around seafaring people, you would know of stories of shape-shifting creatures in the waters, comparable to that of a siren, but in a lot of ways, they are creatures of the depths. People call them scions. They seem to fit the description of one. The large opening mouth full of teeth, the leathery humanoid skin, the ability to shape change, and the horrendous screech they let out. Curiously, though, you've never heard of one being in a river. They're usually deep in the ocean, or you'd find them on abandoned ships out at sea. But it does fit the description.
Well, yeah, I think I know what it is, maybe. They're not really like a freshwater thing. It's usually like, like a deep ocean. There's kind of creepy shape-shifting things, and they're like, around like shipwrecks and stuff. I've never heard of one like in a river. That's kind of weird.
Why do you think it was here? What could it possibly gain? Maybe easier targets? Was it trying to lure people in the way
that's
that it
what I'm
was
thinking,
trying to
yeah.
lure you?
I mean, maybe, right? Like maybe it can't. I don't know. Like, I guess it worked out for it, right? How long has it been here? You know. Should we like bring it back with us? Like,
I don't know if
If
anyone.
anything,
I don't. Like I don't. How are we gonna explain? Like, oh,
It's just a
a
human
shapeshifter.
body now.
It just looks like a person now, but it was
We just
really
remembered
creepy and it
it.
had tentacles, and I don't. Should we bury it
I don't
or
know if
like
anyone will believe
burn
us.
it or?
is it fine to keep it in the rain? It was healing in the water.
Oh God.
I mean, I feel like I was pretty dead, but like it seemed really. Should we go check? Do you want to go look at it?
You guys can go.
We could go. I'll check. Sure.
Yeah, I could go. All right, I'll go with. Just look at a
Alright.
dead body.
All right. Can we go look at the body? Make sure it's not healing in any way from the weather, the rain.
Do
I'm gonna bring like a
uh,
snack with me from the picnic basket, though.
Okay.
You're gonna eat next to a
Sure.
dead body.
Like, I'm hungry. I'm feeling well.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Exerted fight. Starving.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah. Could you roll? You get to choose between. I suppose if you're checking if it's healing, medicine check.
Okay. 19.
You're
Lean down, scan over its body. Various lesions where you guys have cut into it. You see various broken bones where you've hammered against it or squeezed it in a grapple. But it seems to just be a dead, rather faster decomposing body. It feels as if you found someone that has, in essence, if you were to take away all of the cuts and bruises and broken bones, this person just looks extreme like they've starved to death. But
Okay.
you don't see any of the wounds healing. For the most part, you think you got it.
Okay. Well, he's definitely dead,
I'm gonna kind of.
and I don't think he's gonna come back to life. And I don't understand how you can eat next to this body.
Look, I'm hungry. We've been doing stuff all day. It's a lot going on today. I'm sorry.
No,
Gonna just-
I'm sorry. You're right.
All right. Well, it's
shouldn't have
dead. Do
judged
we want to
you.
like? It's fine. Should we? What if we just gonna go in and be like, oh, it's definitely dead. Like,
I don't know if it's wise
pull
to
it
drag a
away?
body of a human into a human town.
Well, no, we could. I don't know. Do we need to like bury it? Should we just like set it on fire? Do you want to like? I don't want to like roll it back into the water. That seems like pollution. That's probably not a great idea.
We could.
I'm not. Look,
Have
I'm
a
not really that
funeral?
experienced in disposing of like dead people. It's not like I do this all the time. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Do we have to report this somewhere? Do we like tell somebody? It's not really like a
Sounds
person. Like
getting,
I'm
like,
sure they're not
really
missing from the town. I don't know.
I think. Well, I think we could bury him and have like a nice. We could make a tombstone.
Scald takes a big bite of fish and goes, "You want a reward?"
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Then bring proof.
Well, right, but still, like, we can't just like drag a whole body. That seems excessive, right? People are
also
gonna.
at the rate he's decomposing, he
freak
might
out.
just be bones by the time we get back.
Then take the head.
We could take the head.
Okay, well, I'm definitely not also an experienced decapitator. So, like a de-earer, I could do that. But where do you, how do you,
I
Does
can't
any-
do it.
I think the only one of us with any
Yeah.
kind of sharp edge would be Jari.
would be
I have a
Sure.
hand axe.
Joe,
Oh,
Joe,
alright.
Joe would probably
That's
offer
what
out
we
her,
tried.
her axe. Should if you need
Saphira
it,
would have
take
just
it.
walked up and
Actually,
done
yeah,
it.
Saphira would do it like willingly.
She would have just already done it.
Yeah. As we're like talking, she would have been like,
If you want me to, if you think that's what she
There
would have done,
you
I can
go.
roll that for her.
It is done.
It is done.
Mhm.
It is easy.
We go back inside now.
I will bring up Saphira's thing. Is that if you feel like that's what she would do, let's do that.
I definitely think so.
All right, let's do an athletics check. 13. It's a clean cut. It's not a moving object. It's a clean cut. She cuts straight through it, brings her battle axe down, straight through the neck, severs it from the rest of the body. And yeah, you've got yourself a gaunt human head, really. Its cheeks kind of pressured inwards, and its skin very pale, no hair. Patches of almost what seems like rot on the top of its head from just the best way I can describe it. Such a silly specific reference, but stage 2 Smeagol. You know, when he's in the mountains.
I heard you say that twice. In the
yeah. It's just the only way. That's how I describe it.
Time was.
Smeagol's in his head a lot. This is what we've learned.
It's kicking him out of my head, man.
I think about Smeagol all the time.
Oh, God.
Okay, cool. All right, well,
Good to know, dude.
we just let's just keep the head and leave the right. It's definitely not getting up now.
Definitely not.
All right, well, let's go back inside.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you head back inside to your fire's on the inside of the lighthouse, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, you head back inside, bring the head in with you.
Gross. Just set it so that it's watching. No, I'm kidding. Put it on a rock. Hey man, what's up?
You like start making him talk with.
Is this some sort of
Minor illusion of
companionship
voice
abandonment
him.
from Silk?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, we're coping with our loss of our boy. Not well.
No, not well at all. Get that goblin back here.
Oh my God.
All right, well, what's that? Another 50 gold. So we're at like, what, 600 ish? Plus what was in the chest? It was 150. 150 for the goblin camp. 40 for each set of ears. So that's 10. So that's 550. 50 for this guy's head.
I mean, maybe we
it
don't
wasn't
know what
really
it's
for his
worth.
head. It was just to, but it's
We might
basically
get something
for
for the head, though.
Oh, what if he gets
If there's
something
like a
extra for the
hunter's
head?
guild in that town or something, yeah.
Or like somebody wants to. Is there a taxidermist? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, maybe we could sell the head. So at least 50 for that. So that's 600 plus whatever the 50 and the 120 silver that was in the chest. Like, we're doing pretty well. I'm just gonna sit back kind of pleased.
I don't think anyone's gonna want to buy a head.
I don't know. A lot of people like to buy a lot of weird things. You would be surprised. Somebody might want a head. I'm gonna ask around. Well, no, we should offer it to. Wait, what was his name? What's the bounty guy's name?
The old fisherman guy.
Yeah,
Avid.
he gets first dibs, right? Because this was his
an
deal.
honor?
So if he wants the head, we shouldn't charge him for the head. But if he doesn't want the head, we could potentially sell the head. Just a thought.
Either way, it sounds like we're gonna be receiving a large sum of money, which I don't. What are we gonna do with all that money? I don't.
Well, that's what we got to do. We got to see what we're gonna do with it, right? Like, we're gonna
Yeah.
maybe there's some.
You could do with some armor.
Are you talking to
Who?
me?
Yes.
Are you saying I'm weak?
You're soft.
I'm saying armor is strong.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Timothy who said you're soft. He's gonna be like, well, you're short.
It wasn't an insult. You're not wearing. I clang my armor. Something hard.
My mom
think he
made me
meant-
these clothes.
I think he meant literally. I'm just gonna Basil's arm a little bit. Like I don't think he meant like. I think no. I just mean like. You look pretty cool in some like cool armor, right?
I look cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
some like I don't know. What kind of vibe do you want to go for? You want to be like tough or like just sort of like kind of imposing, but not like in your face.
I want to be approachable and that person that everyone wants to say hi to.
In armor.
In armor. Is that possible?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, okay, then I want to be not weak, but protected, but also smiling and nice.
Ugh.
I think you want to be alive.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's a
Yeah,
good middle
live
ground.
is
So
Good.
maybe we get you armor.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Can't smile if you're not alive. I
oh
mean,
my God.
technically, maybe you can.
No, I think you can. I'm gonna look at the
Oh my God,
head.
no!
I'm kidding, I'm not gonna touch it, it's gross. I'm just saying you probably could.
Oh my God.
Maybe I'll just keep
Okay.
it. I don't know. Well, okay. If you feel like you're not approachable enough, we could probably like paint a smile on your armor after you get it. That would
Food for thought.
I don't
I
know.
don't know how cool that would look, but I am willing to give it a try.
Yeah, no, I don't actually think it would look cool. I'm just saying that we could do it. I think it probably would be a bad idea. I don't think that's what you really want to go for. Yeah, armor would be good. I kind of need another dagger because I gave one of mine to Silk.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one. I hope he gives me that one back. Then I could just give him the new one. Is that rude? So they were a matched pair.
I don't think that's rude. I think he'll give it back.
It's kind
I
of rude.
think
What if I get one that like is designed more like he would like it?
you're
It
gonna
looks
get Silk a
meaner.
present.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, right?
I think that's a great idea. I think he
kinda
would
sweet.
really appreciate that.
Also, if we're gonna fight in the arena with him, he's gonna need probably something better than one of my daggers. Shit, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Maybe we should get Silk armor. Do they sell armor that small?
Like child armor? I don't think so.
Oh, I'm gonna keep an eye out when we go into town.
I think we just have to like keep him behind us mostly, right?
You can get him
Yeah.
like a shield, like a small shield, maybe.
Ooh, that's
Something
a good
to-
idea.
Save himself.
Yeah. We'll look for, okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to find a blacksmith. We're going to look for approachable but stern armor for Basil. Maybe a small shield for Silk. Another dagger. I don't know. What else? I kind of just want to see what they have.
Your discussions about what to spend the money on has put Scald to sleep. You hear a loud from near the fire.
That's fair.
Oh my God.
Well, like, wait, so what time is it now? It's probably like, it's still
Late?
relatively
7
early, right?
p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We could, I mean, I don't think this head's going anywhere. We could probably just sleep now and get up super early and head back, right? Because
Yeah, especially since
'Cause
we
we'll have to walk.
back. Yeah. We
Oh
should
God.
probably call it a night.
yeah, we, I feel like next time this has been a learning opportunity, and maybe next time, we hire a boat to go somewhere. We should make sure that we hire a
Yeah,
boat
take
to
us back. Yeah.
take us back. Yeah. I mean, he specifically said he wasn't gonna wait for us, but I feel like, in retrospect, like, yeah,
We could
let's
have
just
paid
keep
him
that-
something small.
Yeah, let's keep that in mind for next time.
Good thinking.
All right.
Okay. You gonna settle down in the lighthouse for the night then?
Yeah.
We sleep.
Okay. What time would you like to get up in the morning? 8 hours would have passed, and it would be still 3 a.m., so you can stay in bed for longer if you like.
Probably at sunrise, right?
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
would stay in bed till longer. I'm exhausted. We've done a lot.
Yeah,
We have
you've
done
had
a
a busy,
lot.
really busy couple of days. Okay, yeah. So, staying in bed until the sun comes up. You see beams of it shooting through the top of just the cracks in the lighthouse wall beside you. Some of it beaming through the door and the broken panels of the door. It is not raining. It's a pretty dry day, a very sunny day, quite warm as you wake up. And you wake up to the smolders of the fire, the embers of it, just still remnant there, but no smoke, no big fire coming off of it. And the morning rays pushing through into your lighthouse.
Birds chirping in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. I have to
I'm
yawn
gonna
for real
spring
now.
out of bed
Mhm.
and go walk by the water, do some like morning stretches. You know.
Sure.
Why are you laughing at me?
Basil's into yoga, dude.
Who cares about mind, body, and soul?
Keep
Okay.
surprising me. Fucking
I
yoga
will,
orc.
He's a gentle
also,
boy.
uh,
Okay.
Get up and head over to the water and wash my face and it's gonna morning stretches, huh?
Yeah, I mean, sleeping on the floor of a lighthouse isn't exactly ideal,
Yeah,
but
that sucks.
yeah.
Let's do like just day adventures. We get back like at night so we can
Or-
sleep in beds.
or
Or town
invest in like
adventures.
a really comfy sleeping roll or something.
Yeah, let's look for that. Do you think there's a shop that sells like better bedrolls?
Maybe like deluxe camping gear. That would be nice.
That would be nice. I'm starving. Do you think there's anything left? I'm really hungry.
Maybe in the picnic basket. Do you think the others are up?
I'm gonna roll to catch some more fish.
Go for it, yeah. Survival with advantage.
17.
Yeah, the course of this salmon going downriver would be throughout the day. The course of the day, you'd have different times. During the dawn, you'd be able to spend some time just in the waste of the water. And I would say with the 17, you catch a fish or two. One of them's much larger, closer to 3 feet. This is a big old salmon, but you only managed to catch a couple in that time. It's
Cool.
a morning fish.
Start cooking.
Cool, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, go and restart your fire and spend a little bit of time cooking that. Okay. Okay, what are you up to, Timothy?
I'm in the morning. I'm taking all my armor off, using my smith tools to fix all the dents in them as best as I can, because they're definitely beat up at this point.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. I like that. I've never heard anyone say that in like D&D because you don't technically
Yeah,
do it. Of course.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
Good
cool.
flavor.
Good flavor text.
Good flavor text, yeah. Good lore tidbit. Okay, yeah, you do your morning activities, you guys stretch and whatnot. The sun going from a very orange just sunrise till probably after about an hour. You're talking probably about, at this point, 6 a.m. Dawn's closer to 5 during the summer, so it's bright and early. And it's a lovely day.
All right.
All right.
Should get on the road, yeah.
Hit that road.
Okay.
Was it like a 6-hour walk or something?
It was something long.
Whew.
Yeah, depending on
Yeah,
your
we'll be-
pace.
We'll be
Um,
there by noon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine.
It's fine. It's just in time for lunch. I'm gonna grab the head of our friend.
Okay.
How's that looking now?
Yeah, is it like oozy or like
Ooh.
Relatively the same. It doesn't seem to be decomposing
Okay.
that fast. It's Yeah, it's just a very thin-looking. It's almost like a skull which has had skin wrapped onto it with the eyes and whatnot. It just seems
Cool.
to say it the same way it was last night.
All
Okay.
right.
Do you guys want to hit the road?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Alrighty. So the road heading back north toward Karburn is a fairly desolate one. It's the pathway beneath your feet seems to be unused. Most of it's overgrown with various grasses and shrubs. And the only time you'd ever come across people on that road would be various hunters who are heading out into the southern parts of the woods. So they'd pass you by, share some greetings there. You would notice various deer and a couple of boars you'd see in the woodlands, but nothing necessarily dangerous. You go undisturbed for the better part of the 6 hours. If there's anything you want to do in that 6 hours, let me know. Otherwise, you'd be making your way back to Karburn by noon. Undisturbed. Okay. So.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So you arrive back at the outside small exterior walls of Karburn. By the point by the time you've arrived back, you can start to hear in the distance the sounds of rebuilding. People hammering nails and shouting one another to carry in various parts of lumber and whatnot. And you see how busy it is outside. You're kind of arriving on the southern gate, the gate where you actually first arrived, with the great bridge just beside you. As you go up the north up the river, you'd also see various fishing boats heading out for their, or some of them heading back as well, having already done their morning fish. And you'd just see the general life of the town is back to it. You'd see people kind of getting on with their ordinary days. What was only a couple of days ago a burning section of the town, as you're approaching it, it looks like it's already started to get heavy into the rebuilding. The people of Karburn seem to be somewhat productive with their time, and the people of Kessex in general, the region which we are in, are renowned for their ability to just get on with life. So you'd see the examples of that as you're approaching the town. And it seems to be fairly busy by noon. Everyone's moving in and out the gates, some people crossing over to the other side of the bridge, heading along the trade route, heading back toward northward. But it does seem to be extremely busy. And full of life in both the western and the eastern sections of the town. Wherever you would like to head to.
Should we take care of the head first? I feel like we're gonna get some looks if we don't.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just gonna take the head and point it at Basil, and then minor illusion some like purple eyes in it, and just kind of go like that.
I really
All
wish
right,
you
let's take
wouldn't do that.
Oh, come on, Basil. You don't like Billy? Come on, look, he's our new friend. I don't know. Jim?
I don't know if it's a good idea to get attached when we're gonna sell the head.
It's already detached.
That's pretty good.
You're right.
You'd also notice as because you're approaching a town and you're holding a human head, a few people going past would have seen that and scurried a little quicker toward the town.
That makes
not
sense.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'm gonna kind of tuck him. away.
Tuck the head.
Just tuck the head.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Like a
Oh,
bulge in your
really?
jacket.
I'm just gonna make him look like a pumpkin and carry it. No, I'm not. But I could.
Okay, yeah. You tuck the head, and
Just tuck it.
are you heading your way up towards where you might run into Alvid, the fisherman that originally gave you the bounty? Is that what you're trying to head to?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, heading
Okay.
past the western section of the town where it was far more everyone going in and out building. Once you get to the eastern section, you'd see a lot less of that. It's people getting excited for the current market that's in town, and less helpful towards the western section of the town. You can tell that the two are somewhat separated. You'd head through the gates. Where is this head? Is it on your belt? Or have you
It's
got it in the
tucked
bag?
under her arm.
It's just kind of tucked. I don't have like a head carrying sack. I just sort of like
I mean,
awkwardly.
Okay, sure. No, it's
placed it.
fine. You can. So as you're entering through the gates, a guard would hold a second. Looking at the head, he
Hello?
looks back. What the hell is this?
Oh,
Bounty.
it's a head for a bounty.
What
It's
was-
not a human. I don't think.
No, it's a What I would know what they were called, right?
You said scion.
Yeah. It's a no. It's not a person. It's a scion. It's like a shapeshifter. Usually, it's like a water thing. You know the shipwreck? There was a bounty, and we went down there, and this is what we found.
You
Well,
should have seen it. Like tentacles and like it was scary. We had no choice. He forced our hand.
Roll a
just seemed like we should
persuasion
bring
check
the-
with advantage.
Which one of us? Both of us?
Or both do a separate persuasion roll.
Okay.
25.
Whew.
16.
25.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
You have a +7 persuasion?
That just makes
Yikes.
so much sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh.
He looks at. Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, because you wouldn't be stupid enough to walk in here with a human head. Yeah. No, you're right. Okay. I just hadn't heard of the bounty. You see. You carry on. Carry on.
Thank you.
Thank you, kind sir.
Okay, have a good day.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. You enter into the town, somewhat undisturbed, and start heading towards where you met Alvid, which was in the inn known as the Old Crown. By the time you're kind of passing through this section of the town, a lot of people are heading up towards the market section, which is by where the barracks is in this section as well, where you guys had previously met the lieutenant. So you'd be passing through all the crowds of people talking about the various things they want to buy at the market and the stalls, and you'd come across the Old Crown Inn. The way I described it last time was very much it's one of the oldest buildings here, but it's been refurbished to look a little nicer. So it has a very familiarity to the Western buildings with the old lumber and whatnot, and the thatch roof, but this one has been reinforced with various pillars and cobblestone and whatnot. So heading into the Old Crown, you would have various people just coming in and out, getting their morning food, their morning broth, and just the smell of cooking and ale and just the general atmosphere is fairly overwhelming. You'd go in there looking for Alvid, right? You would see him in his usual corner, tucking into a bowl of soup. Sat there alone. He's kind of got this very just scowling face, just watching everyone who kind of comes past him. Put on the appropriate music for this.
Ah,
Nice tavern music.
yes.
That's the one. He kind of eyes you as you all come in. He's smoking kind of a long sticked pipe which curls up between slurps of his soup. Looks across at your party.
I'm gonna return the look.
Okay. He just
I'm gonna just
watching you.
nod.
We're just staring contest with that.
Skull just walks over to his table and sits down.
Ah. Yes. How do you
The
do?
creak of the wood. It's done.
What's my bounty?
Yeah. Do you wanna
You killed
Trying
the
to-
beast?
see?
You've got the beast here?
No. I'm gonna just sort of go like this and start to pull the head out. We didn't know if you really wanted proof or not, so if we brought the head, if you want the head, it's yours if you want it. You don't have to take it though, like we'll keep it.
The beast was well, what did you call it?
It's a scion, it's a shapeshifter, but it's really weird because they're not usually found in fresh water at all. They're usually like a deep ocean kind of thing, like a shipwrecky deep ocean thing. But that's definitely that's exactly what it looked like. I mean, it doesn't really look like it now. Now it just kind of looks like
That's not what the
person.
beast looked like to me.
Yeah, no. When
It's a shapeshifter, it changes.
Yeah.
It had like tentacles and.
Yeah.
a minor illusion,
tentacles.
what it looked like. I'll say it looked like this to us.
Okay, yeah.
And it kind of like sucked up water
That's
through
the
these
beast.
tentacles.
That's what took the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is him. Same
This is
same
it.
one.
Roll a, whichever of you two want to do it. Persuasion with advantage because you've shown that you do know at least what the beast looked like.
I'm also gonna present the lantern, the
Yeah.
compass, and
there you go.
the
Okay.
flask on the table.
Yeah, okay. Persuasion with advantage then, but it's a lower DC with that information.
Fia, you want to do it?
All right, sure. The one time
Yeah,
that I'm
sure.
gonna need it to matter, it's gonna go terribly
It's gonna-
wrong.
Yep.
Advantage. Let me make sure that's clicked. Oh, 20.
There you go.
Shapeshifter.
Yeah.
I'd spit have had enough saliva. Good job. Yes, that's a good job.
Thanks.
And these items, you brought my items back to me. Good, yes.
Is it yours?
Yes,
You know,
yes.
it's weird though, because you told us it was like the third bush along the base of the lighthouse, and that
I feel
wasn't
like you
where we
also
found
told
it.
us we could keep what we find.
Oh,
Might-
and that.
What
I
else was
don't
with these
remember saying
items?
Well,
No, you definitely.
what else was with him?
That's it.
What do you mean?
Well, there was another item. If you can name it, I'll believe you.
It was a spear. A trident of sorts.
These aren't your items. He takes them back.
Oh my god.
We could consider that the payment then. Good. Avenge the boy.
Mm.
Man,
Well, we
Fia's not gonna like this.
could consider it.
As soon as he says that,
Payment.
Scold excuses himself from the table and he goes, I'm gonna get a drink.
We our friend here, and I'm gonna just set it on the table now. We could consider that the
Aye.
payment, but you
yes,
did say the bounty did say 50 gold, and then as Basil said, you said we could keep the things we found in the chest. You just wanted the
Aye.
boy avenged, and we did avenge the boy. We did take the stuff in the chest. We did bring back the head.
Aye.
What we don't have is the 50 gold that you promised us as part of the as the payment.
You see, the problem with that is I put the bounty up 2 weeks ago and I've spent most of the gold.
Oh, Alvid.
I can't.
Alvid.
What?
That seems like a poor choice on your part. You put up a bounty and you
Yes.
spent the bounty money.
I mean, Basil's just really, with a soft voice, gonna be like, maybe he's depressed. He lost his friend. I mean, maybe you should cut him some slack.
Yes, I'm depressed.
Scold comes back to the table and puts his ale down and he says, these trinkets are worthless, pay us.
For an intimidation check.
Okay. I get to roll strength, right?
Yeah. If you're overbearing over him, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bearing.
Oh, sorry, I rolled with advantage. It was 21.
You're right, those trinkets are worth nothing, of course. I wouldn't try. I just, I've got the gold. What's left of it? He takes out his small coin purse, and you see him kind of just taking out bits of the gold. Looks up, just sees your eye on him, and just pours it onto the table. In that pile is only 19 gold pieces and 22 silver. I've been staying here for the last 2 weeks. I spent a lot of it. That's a good earnings, I say. 19 gold.
Alvin,
Is this all you have to your name?
Yes.
Oh.
insight check.
Can I insight that? Yeah.
Yeah, you both inside check.
20.
Nice.
He absolutely looks like he's lying. You see for a second as his eyes drop down to his waist and then look back up to you. So maybe leave a few bits with me so I can survive.
Alvin, I think we kind of have a problem here because you put up that bounty and we took it in good faith on the promise of getting paid 50 gold. And now you're trying to give us here, 19 and some change. That's... Do you see the problem that we have here? We made a deal. And you're as good as your word. And right now,
I never said
your
that.
word is bullshit. And you're as good as bullshit. Do you want to be as good as bullshit, Elvin?
I'm okay with that. Can I
Okay,
get back
well,
to my
I'm not. No. We really...
I meant
we
to
have...
do. I gave you all my gold. I don't know.
Did you?
Yes.
This is a registered bounty. Yes, you registered this with the guards?
No, not exactly, but...
Alvid, did you put up a bounty?
They did not believe me. They thought
Without-
there was no beast. It's,
Do you know that nobody's gonna believe you now, anytime ever, right? Because now you lied to us about whether or not you'd pay us. So you put up a bounty without going through the proper channels, which we could report, and honestly probably will now. Do you have the rest of the money?
part of it? How do I know you're not going to tell them anyway?
How do I know that you don't have more than that and you're just trying to shake us down?
Roll a, again with advantage persuasion check, please.
17.
He puts his pipe down. He's growling. Takes out another hidden sack from just underneath the kind of breeches of his trousers. And he tips that one out. There's another 14 gold on it. He's just like, happy now? You robbed an old man.
We robbed an old man, guys. I don't feel good about this. Basil,
I don't feel good about it either. This is 33 gold. We were promised 50.
I don't have
feel
50.
terrible about this.
Okay.
You said 50.
I don't have
where's
it.
The rest of it?
I don't have it. I spent it here. I spent 2 weeks in here and I was eating. I told the bounty.
Everyone, let's bring it down a notch, okay? Basil has very low wisdom, so he can't tell this guy's lying. So he's like convinced we are literally robbing an old man. How about we come to a compromise?
Okay, here's my compromise. Alvid, you're going to find the 17 gold that you owe us, or we're going to tell the guard that you put up a fake bounty. That's my compromise. How about that?
Well,
and then you're also, actually, no, that's not it, because then you're going to promise that you're never going to put up a bullshit fake bounty again and take in some other group and then not pay them. Those are the terms of
It
my
wasn't
deal.
bullshit.
17
You
gold,
killed a monster.
no more bullshit bounties.
Thea, this is fun. He scrapes up most of the gold on the table, leaving a few coins.
Truly, the bounty was more about rescuing a boy than getting gold.
We also found 50 gold. Thanks for the 30, though.
Kind of just stares down at his soup.
Appreciate it.
Scott finishes his ale and gets up to leave.
It just... Thank you.
Well, you can keep the head.
I don't want
Oh,
to.
3. You
Throw it in
sure?
his soup, dude. Throw it in his soup.
You sure you don't want it?
I don't want no fucking head.
I think it likes you. I think you should keep it. And I'm just gonna turn around and walk out.
Okay, yeah, he sits there staring at the head, looking down at his soup. And, yeah, looking at the few
Finally.
meager coins he's got. You find yourselves, how many coins would you have left him?
Just a couple of gold pieces on the table and whatever. So I just grabbed a fistful. I wasn't specific.
Okay, yeah, give yourself 31 gold. As you left a couple of gold and a few bits of the silver. He sits there, just wallowing in his own lies and his lack of gold now. Okay.
I'm gonna stay behind as they all leave and leave 5 gold for him and tell him, be honest, you'll make it a lot further. I promise.
Oh.
I'll be honest. Might have a new banter for
Really?
you some point. Yes,
Keep your word, okay?
Motherfucker. dude.
How many
Then I
times we
leave.
gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Come on.
You're like off team old man until that scene. He's like, guys, this is wrong.
Yeah.
5 seconds later, how many times we got to teach you this lesson, old man?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
my God.
Yeah, so you leave the 5 gold for the old man. Okay.
All right.
The town is your oyster. Where'd you guys like to go?
I don't know. I guess maybe a blacksmith first,
Mhm.
because if we have to get armor made.
We also still have this head.
No, I left it on the table.
You left it. Ugh.
Yeah, she left it
That's
with him.
got to be a bad omen.
Gross.
I can't
want him to
but feel
think
like
about-
it's gonna come back to haunt us.
You know what? I don't even know that he had a friend that died and he was sad about it at this point. I don't believe anything. So
But how would he know
You-
about the beast?
think about that. Maybe
I think he
was
stole
there.
some of the stuff and ran as soon as he
Yeah.
saw it.
So now he can sit there and think about his story while that head looks at him.
Guys, what if he dies because of us? What if he
He's
can't
old.
afford
He's gonna die. Like
I
that
made
could
sure
bust.
he'll be okay for a little bit.
Okay.
Also, if he dies because that's his own poor choices that he would die from.
He's a fisherman.
Yeah, he
He
would
knows
die
how to
because of
fish.
him, not us.
He's not gonna die. He
Yeah.
can fish.
And Basil's nodding. He's thinking,
Fishing is easy.
Best idea.
Anyone can do it.
Shit, I just put my hand in it.
He's fine. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, I feel better.
All right, yeah. Okay, so you're heading out of the tavern. You'll be hit by the general. It's still close to noon. You've got so many people walking past you, going to the various shops, or heading up towards the marketplace, or just heading into just various directions. This is the probably busiest time of the day.
Did we get our ear money already?
No, we didn't. We have to
Okay.
do
Should we
that.
go get that first
remember.
before shopping?
Yeah, in case we get screwed out of that too.
Yeah. It's not about the money.
This is fast becoming one of those kind of like those TV shows where it's all about bartering a price. Like it's like the what were they called?
Antiques
Antique
Roadshow.
Roadshow. Yeah,
Yours,
it's just
like,
like
yeah.
Antique
She would
fucking
love that
Roadshow.
shit. Are you
hell.
kidding me? Okay, DM, I'd like to change my vote. We'd like to head off to the Baron's abode, office, place of work, whatever, wherever
Yeah.
he's at.
Yeah. The town hall in the
Yes.
the kind of southeastern section of the town. Okay. Yeah, you would head through the busy walkways until you get to the point where this is where Saphira lifted up Scold last time. This is you see the couple of guards at the door. The town hall again is not even close to being as big as the barracks and what is essentially a keep, but it's not really. It's kind of just the more fortifications back where you passed nearer the marketplace. The town hall's smaller. It's like 3 buildings stuck together, and it has a couple of guards at the front who notice you as you come by. Welcome back.
Hello.
Here to see the Baron again.
Yes, please.
He was expecting you. You went on a bounty. Is that right?
We did. Yes.
Okay. He looks to the other guard who heads on inside to go and inform the Baron. You can head inside if you like. The bar's open.
Open?
As in, it's manned. It's manned.
Yeah. Skull nods and heads in.
Okay, yeah. The kind of foyer of the town hall here is designed to be like a comfortable tavern almost, but like a waiting room at the same time. So you have someone behind the bar serving a few drinks to a couple of guards and a couple of people who are just waiting for their visit with the Baron. The guard that went to go and fetch him comes back down the stairs and says, "He'll see you in about 10 minutes. He'll put you first priority. So feel free to wait." And then heads back out past you guys to man his post. Do you just want to wait to see him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You
Sure.
wait the 10 minutes before someone else calls you up. Heading upstairs, you'd see again another couple of guards at the door of the Baron's office room. But the door's wide open. He's stood upright and he's just kind of wrapping up some scrolls and putting his print onto some of the letters that he's got to send out. He looks back. Oh! Welcome. You can come in if you like. The young Baron, his hair kind of swept away. I will next time as well. I forget. I've been making these characters on a little kind of character creator, and I actually made this character. I'll bring it up after the break. I'll bring him up on stream so you can see a couple of them. He looks across at you all. Oh, it's good to see you all. Didn't expect to see you back so soon. Were you unable to find the goblins?
Oh no, we found them and a bugbear. Was that what we found? As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a basilisk.
And a
Basilisk as well.
Basilisk. It was in a cage.
Yeah.
Oh. Sounds
But
traumatic.
he's stoned now, so it's okay.
They had it caged. I think they were just turning goblins to stone for fun. Maybe
Oh.
it looked like. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Such is the way of goblins, I suppose. Well, all right. He walks round to the other side of his table and he opens up a drawer and he finds the bounty and he puts it on the table. Okay, so I signed this that it was 40 per pair of ears and 150 in the base.
Correct.
Okay. I can takes out a quill, dips in ink, signs something, and then rolls up, and then holds out this little scroll. If you just hand that down downstairs, they'll take you some gold from the treasury and pay you for this, as long as you show them the proof of the years.
Oh yeah, no, we've got that. Have you? I feel like now we were kind of fast. Did you hear anything about
At your slaver.
Ramir at all?
I've put out information. I'm speaking to some people I might know that might know more. Nothing has come back yet. I do have good news for you, though. I have invested some gold into the Cobblers Collective. It's a mercenary group in town. They are going to be heading up to Dunwell themselves and looking after the town during the next week whilst we wait for soldiers to come back down from the mountains. So we'll make sure that Dunwell does not have any interference. They're an older mercenary group. They're quite capable. So I've funded for that to happen. But
That's really great.
of course, such is the way of ruling this area. But I will make sure to try and find out information. You did not expect you back this quick.
Do you have like a? So we went and did another bounty, and I just feel like you should know. We found a I don't know if you know what they're called. They're called a scion. It's like a shapeshifter. It was in the that shipwreck to the south. I just feel like somebody should know. It's sort of weird because they're not really like they don't really hang out in rivers. They're sort of like an ocean thing, and it was there. I don't know. I just feel like somebody should know. So like
Interesting.
Just in
It just
case
seemed
more
odd.
come for some reason.
Oh, I will try and commission a ship to just investigate that some more. That's That's the first of it. I didn't realize it's always been just tales with the fisher folk around here. They've always stayed clear of it. Oh, well, none of us expected that to be real. I appreciate that you've dealt with that. You were paid for this, yes?
Yeah, no, it seemed like somebody should know.
All right, yes,
Yeah,
I
just
hadn't
in
heard of
case.
this bounty.
So we killed it, and hopefully that was it. But I don't know, just in case that's not it. That's all we
appreciate
saw. So
Okay.
Okay.
Everything's going wrong at once. There's an Etin attacking a farm just across the bridge, actually, and I'm having to deal with that at the moment. So it seems like it's all a little bit, when it rains, it pours.
Need help?
Are you capable of dealing with an Etin?
Why not?
Net
Yeah.
and small compared to our friend here, and I poke a shoulder at Scold.
Sure. I think he might be rather bigger than that, but
Oh, trust me. This ain't his biggest.
Did we
okay.
encounter Etin on the way? Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
You kind of just
Is
starving it.
probably most likely the same one.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Okay.
Where is it?
Across the
Here?
bridge, toward the northern road, it's climbed onto one of the we have a series of livestock farms up there. They're usually quite safe. Nothing ever comes down from the mountains, but the farmer was quite distraught to find out that an Etin, a very hungry Etin, came down and began eating his sheep. So
That may be my fault.
how so?
Well,
I scared the Etin off his last meal.
Oh,
he was
I see.
kind of trying to make his meal us.
No matter, perhaps. Then yes, if you were able to scare an Etin, then of course, yeah, we could use your help. I have no official bounty for this though, so I was only going to frighten him off myself. Well, not myself, but send some people up there to do with ourselves. Perhaps even the collective on the way north. But if you are capable of doing it, and you've already encountered a beast like this before, then I'm more than happy to commission you to do so. But what would you feel is fair for this?
Basil's gonna whisper to the group and say, I feel like we should help him. He seems really stressed out, and he's already helping us with the slaver issue. And he sent people to Dunwall, which was nice.
I feel like if we scared the Etin towards the farms,
We're responsible.
maybe we should just
Yeah.
do this one.
I think we should just do it for free.
Also, our pockets are full right now.
We'll help you
We've
for
made
free.
a lot of money.
Yeah, how about we just go take care of it?
No commission, no bounty, nothing.
Are you sure? Oh,
Yeah.
All right. That's much appreciated. But in return, I'll guarantee information on this rumor. I'll put my best people on that, and I should have something in the next few days. I'm sure, at least a direction. But I would
Okay.
appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Yeah. When do you know? What was your last report? Was it? I assume pretty recent.
Oh, this occurred last night. The
Okay.
Etin seems to be in the sheep livestock farm, whatever he has up there. I believe it's got into one of the pens. He tried to scare it off himself. We have him currently in an infirmary with a few broken bones. So, rather nasty creature. If you are sure, this is. I do not wish to send you to your death.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be our death. We're pretty capable.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, we can talk to him and reason with him.
Or
Do you have a name? As a group, you seem quite capable.
oh,
No.
we
Not
did.
yet. We still need to decide.
We
Nah,
did actually. We did.
No.
they
but
did.
No.
It seems like there's a little bit of dissension in the group, and
Yes.
and we may have to rethink
We're open
that.
for
So
suggestions.
we're
if you have-
absolutely.
Between us, it's not a good name.
It was
Right.
pretty good. Also, we didn't pick it. It was given to us. It was bestowed upon us based on
Give it to them.
past
Very
adventure.
unfortunate to have received it.
It was
No,
them,
it's
the
an
cockslayers.
honor.
That's what we were called, the cockslayers. It just
Because
seems
we
like
killed
maybe
cockatrices.
three
See,
of
do you get
them,
it?
three of them
Oh.
at once. You know,
As a group? Okay. That's okay.
yeah.
So you would do you want me to refer you to as that or
No.
No, I think
okay.
we're currently taking suggestions for group names.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
or you can just
I just don't think I'm really the kind of person to suggest such a thing. I'm sure you could find a poet around the town. Perhaps I'm
do
not
you
sure.
have poets?
Not under my employment, but I just
Is there
I wouldn't really give you
like a
an
poet
appropriate name.
guild?
Not in our town, I'm afraid not.
Okay, well I guess we'll I don't know. Maybe we'll have one by the time we come back.
Yes, I look
Yeah.
forward to it. We don't get many adventurers. In fact, Kessex is few and far between of them. Most people are not willing to do such meager tasks without an excessive payment. So it is reassuring to see. such a
There's kind of a
stalwart
lot to do. Like I can't imagine you don't really, you know.
group. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do, to put lightly. Oh well, if you do the Eton, it is once you cross the bridge and you head up the hill, it'll be the farm just up that way. You'll notice it via the various other livestock fields they have. So across the hilltops that way. Yes. I thank you.
All right. Well, we'll go take a look.
Of course. And remember to bring whatever ears you have down to the treasurer down below.
Oh, right. Okay, thank you.
I have a question before we make a terrible mistake.
Hmm?
Have we long rested?
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
stepped over
yeah.
the lighthouse.
Okay. Just checking.
Actually, I forgot to say as well,
Like,
which we already
Going
confirmed.
off my 9 HP.
we already confirmed this last time as well, but and I don't know if everyone's gone through with it yet, but maybe for next week at least. But you would have also leveled up to level 4 during such a long rest.
Yeah.
Already done.
Already
Woo.
done.
Already done.
Woo!
Okay.
Before we leave the Baron, I'm gonna ask him, do you have any good recommendations for like a blacksmith in town that we could stop by on our way?
Yes. There's an armorsmith and blacksmith. He does both. He's more of a hobbyist, but he's quite capable. Unfortunately, if you would have better luck if the mountain was open. The dwarves up there are very capable, but there is look for Dwarf Enzo. He has a house near the marketplace. He's often working outside of it by his anvil.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course, yes, it's good to see you using the town's capabilities and facilities.
Oh, is there like a library or anything or?
He looks down rather sadly. There was, unfortunately, in the fire. It was one of the buildings that succumbed to it. It was the Temple of Sakata. A rather big shame. It's one of the buildings which is currently under. We're putting a lot of prime focus on rebuilding it, and their elder has informed me that their library collection has been erased via the fire. So, unfortunately, not.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I wish there was something we could do.
What could you did enough? You did enough. You helped out immensely with that task. It's damn shame though. They're doing their best. If there's anything else I can help you with, I should probably get on, but
No,
No, I
go
think
kill Annette and
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck, of course. I'm sure it's We've scared it off once. I'm sure it'll be an easy case again.
Famous last words.
Yeah, right.
TBK.
yeah.
Nah, dude, we're good. We long rested and leveled up.
Yep.
And we're about to go get some sick. Actually, I guess
Money.
the armor will probably get worked on, but maybe a weapon upgrade? Mayhaps.
That shit's hella expensive, but
Yeah, right.
we can hope.
Yeah.
Do we want to stop by the blacksmith before we head out, or do we want to just head straight to the old Etten?
No, we should at least see around town. First, get our money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Treasure down below.
And I
Alright,
think,
let's do that.
yeah, maybe just stop by blacksmith on our way out.
Do you want to? So you want to head down to the treasure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you head downstairs. In one section of this, the town hall is the treasurer's room, and it's behind kind of like a bar, and with gated. Just going from this desk to the ceiling is these gated iron bars. Behind it sits a man, just kind of a fairly middle-aged man, just signing off different papers with a quill as you approach. Yes, can I help you?
Hello. We have a bounty to collect.
Do you have the form?
Yes, I do.
Takes it. 150 gold, yes. 40 gold per pair of ears. Goblin ears. Do you have the ears?
Yes, we do. I'm gonna hand over the 3 pair of
Your
ears
necklace.
that I have, and I assume Saphira hands over the 7
Yeah.
pairs that she has.
Okay, 1, 2. That's 10 sets of ears at 40 gold piece. That's 400 gold, and then 150 gold for the actual bounty itself. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. He takes out bags. You can count it if you wish. This is a bag of 50 gold. You see him just kind of take each of those until you have a total of 550. You have yourselves 11 bags of these gold.
Whew.
Woohoo.
That is all? Yes?
Yeah, that's. Thank you.
All right. No, of course. Have a good day. And he goes back to just writing his quills as if he didn't hand anything over.
Right.
You have yourselves 11 bags of 50 gold pieces each and 550 gold. Stretch your pocket.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness.
What the
Wow,
payday?
he's out.
Okay.
All right.
All right, blacksmith?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we divvy up the gold.
Yeah. You can divvy up the gold and however you want.
Just split it.
I'm happy to assign a treasurer.
I think we
Fia.
all know
Who's
who.
going to be your treasurer?
Yeah, there's no question.
Indeed.
I think Shane should do it. No, I'll do it. All right, let's go.
Okay.
It's not that we don't
That's
trust.
it.
It's not. I trust Shane completely, but I just know that you'll get a certain kind of joy out of it
That's
that the
true.
rest of us won't, even out of character.
That's true.
Yeah.
You gotta play to your own strengths and weaknesses, and I know mine. So
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Okay. Heading back through the town, going past the. As you actually pass the marketplace, you would see the man you saw the other day, known as Hamish, the kind of younger man standing up by the mountain. Sorry, not by the mountain, by the fountain itself, the rock fountain near the marketplace. And he's looking out across the crowd of people again, and he's midway through a speech. This time the guards are kind of looking up at him. The couple of soldiers that are around just listening in on him, making sure it doesn't go too far. And he has quite the crowd around him listening. And that's why we, with our blood and sweat and tears, we're the ones who suffer. Not those people in High March. Think about this. We would have been a free nation if it wasn't for Queen Aistra. She chose the younger son over the rightful king of Kessex. And ever since then, we've been a secondary nation, a tertiary nation. Even the Yesterlands is treated more fairly than us because they are furthest away from us at High March. Westmont should never have formed. Kessex would have been stronger without them. All the deaths throughout the years. It's the work of High March. I refuse to call it Westmont because we're not one nation. We're a pawn in another. Tobias betrayed our nation by marrying Queen Astra long ago. We should remember that. We should rise up and stop those. And then you see the guards come in. No, okay, everyone. And they help lead him down. They start talking to him. Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing? Just keep on going. Start dispersing the crowd again and leaving people going past as you guys are heading over towards the blacksmith. You would find Dawthorne Enzo's shop is the same as his home. As you've got all of these different shops around it. You've got a general store you've called let me find it. You've got a general store named Knees Every Goods with a little sign hanging down. You've got a Rundo and Munn's alchemy shop beside that. And just over to another side of it, between a small alleyway, is a very ordinary looking house, but outside of it is this anvil, and you've got a small forge as well, just on the outside of the house, and it's kind of an overlook of his like balcony above his house itself. So it's in the shade, and there's no one working it right now. But the lights, there seems to be candles and whatnot inside the house, and it seems to be lit up.
Hello?
Hello? You...
Blacksmith?
Yeah. You hear the kind of unlocking of the door, and as the door opens, in front of you is this 6.5 foot tall furbolg. He's covered in fur. If you've never seen a furbolg, they're kind of a far more kindlier looking bugbear almost. He's got his eyes are thin and slightly baggy. He's got a wide grin on his face as he opens the door. His fur is a kind of a very bright, like a soft red. It's almost gingerish across him. He wears an apron down his front. No shirt underneath that, but he's wearing some kind of dark grey, brownish, long kind of breeches heading towards the floor. He's shoeless as well. On his belt, you'd see various hammers and chisels and all sorts, and he has kind of soot marks across his fur. He steps through the doorway to greet you, and looks straight towards you, Skuld, and wow, never seen your kind before. How you doing? Yeah, what can I do for you?
Are you high?
Huh? No, man. I'm just enjoying life.
Ah, I could get behind that.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
seek smithing.
Oh, great. I do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What you want?
Something cool and protective.
Something practical.
Something practical and cool.
Practical and cool.
What do you have?
Oh, I got lots, man. I mean, I got different weapons. You see him like pick from his fur, and he just looks at like a little bug he might have got.
Can I see them?
Oh, see what?
The weapons?
Oh, okay. Yeah, what kind of weapons you looking for? I got spears, got some axes, got a few swords. I like
Any-
making maces.
Do you have any daggers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just want to see the quality of your craftsmanship.
Come
Are
on
you the
inside.
smith here?
Yeah, well, kind of. They,
Kind.
well, the dwarves usually do a lot of the smith work. No one really buys stuff off me, but they're busy now, so business has been up.
Busy with what?
I don't know, the whole mountain's locked down. It's pretty
should-
good for me.
We should wait for a dwarf smith.
Whoa. My stuff's
Oh, hold
good,
on.
man.
Yeah,
Let's see it. Let's see what you
Come
got.
on inside, yeah. He steps back through
Alright.
his door. He has to duck to go through the doorway. And on the inside, you'd see all of these different armors, anywhere from leather to a full plate mail one is on kind of a rack. He's got a bunch of stuff hanging off the walls. He's got various spears and mostly spears and like javelins and whatnot across his wall. But there's a few swords, a few daggers on this desk out front as well. It seems like he's kind of converted his living space into very much like a makeshift shop. So he has like a rounded table with chairs around it, but on that table he would have various axes and stuff lined out.
Yeah, I mean, have a browse.
Did you make these?
Yeah.
I want to look at them closer. How good are they?
Roll an investigation check, and if you are proficient in smithing tools, do it with advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
Oh,
perfect
you
check.
are, right?
That's so hot. Yeah, I am.
Literally so perfect for you to check out.
Ooh, but not.
Oh no.
Only a 9 with advantage.
Oh boy.
Bad roll.
They're strange craft in comparison to Dwarven make. Dwarven make a little sturdier. These ones, he adds a lot of kind of flair to the handles, where he'll wrap up various kind of furs on the handles and like add in leaves and whatnot. The actual metal itself looks like it's sturdy. It looks like it can do the job. It's definitely not the work of an amateur, but it's not maybe as fine as a Dwarven make, but it's still decent enough. They're pretty in the sense that they're very stylized to be... he likes to add a lot of fur to things, and likes to add also a lot of leaves and just kind of like vines and all sorts of stuff.
His vibe.
Style.
His
Yeah, it's
weird
his vibe.
hippie vibe.
Yeah, it's very much hippie weapons. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think?
These are unique. They're
Yeah.
really beautiful.
They're
Thank
okay.
you, man.
Okay.
Thank you. That's really sweet of you to say. Yeah, it's all on
Oh.
sale. I just like making it.
That's awesome. So you're just
Yeah.
pursuing a passion.
Yeah. I don't even need to really survive off it, so it's just
Wow.
Are there,
That's really cool.
fun.
are
Yeah.
there
Can
any
you-
daggers? I'm gonna take a look.
Enchant things.
No. No. Not me.
Oh.
Do you know anyone who can?
No. No.
I love this guy. Oh my god.
Okay.
Do you-
There's nothing I want.
That's
maybe.
cool, man. Okay.
What was your name?
I'm Dorf. Yeah.
Dwarf?
Dwarf. Yeah.
Dwarf.
Yeah, Dwarf. Yeah. Saying it so many times, it kind of sounds weird now.
Dwarf.
I think it's
Dwarf.
a good name.
Yeah. Me too, man. Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Does anybody does anybody need anything?
Basil
I just want
would-
to ask now, what's happening in the mountains? Why aren't any dwarves able to come here?
Whoa, man. I mean, if I knew that, well, I'd know that. I'm not sure. It was some weeks back now. They recalled a lot of soldiers from down here had to go up there and help out. The Earl, man, he's a dwarf. Yeah, he lives up there. Some sort of contamination or something, man. Some sort of war in the mountain, man. You imagine.
Which mountain?
The big one. Yeah.
Oh, kind
Yeah.
of big. Like mountains are pretty big.
I don't know, man.
Any talk of giants?
Whoa. No. No. I heard someone bring up a giant once around the town, though.
Who?
Well, Phaelus. That's about 4 years ago, though, man. So I don't remember much.
Where is he?
Phaelus? Whoa. I don't know, man. In the town.
name?
Feelers.
Felis, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No dwarves though, man. I don't have any of those for sale, but I do have some stuff that you can buy if you want.
Basil, look at the
Yeah.
armor.
As you say that, he has just been longingly like looking at the swords, and then he like snaps out of it, and he's like, "Yeah, armor would be great to look at."
That's cool. I like armor too, man.
Hang on.
What kind of armor are you looking for?
Well, I guess something light, something practical, but
Okay.
also cool.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Really light or?
I mean,
What's the difference between light and really light?
Whoa. Good question.
And he heads over towards, starts lifting up some leathers from.
No, I just
It's all perspective, man, you know? The big guy there,
Yeah,
he probably
no.
finds this really light. You would probably find it light. Never thought
I'd
about it
probably-
like that.
find it kind of heavy,
This fucking guy, dude, please.
but you,
so it's leather armor.
If you want leather, I've got leather. If you want chain, I do a bit of that. My chain linking's not as good, man. It's hard.
But Basil's gonna look to the group because he doesn't really know anything about armor, and kind of
We're
like,
leaving.
We're
Okay,
leaving?
man.
Yeah, I'd say we should go.
oh, I
We'll find
guess
something better somewhere.
You don't have to go, man.
He looks over towards Basil.
You want to buy armor, man. Discount.
maybe we do have to go take care of an Eden, but maybe when we come back to town, I'll stop by again.
Cool.
He'll be here, right?
Yeah. I ain't
Yeah.
going anywhere. Been here 20
Yeah.
years.
I bet you're not. Okay.
Bet I'm not.
We'll catch you later, dwarf.
I don't know your
On the-
names.
Flip side.
Oh, I'm
Let's keep it
Basil.
that. Let's keep it that way.
Oh,
Okay. Mysterious, man. All right. See you later. Okay.
Okay, have a good one.
Yeah. Close the door if you can, man. Drive.
Okay, yeah.
Close
Close the
the
door
door,
and
yeah.
leave Dorf's house. Okay.
This was a mistake.
It
That
was.
was cool in a very different way.
I don't think
That
that was a
was-
mistake. Some of that stuff looked really neat, different.
Nothing he made was good. Worse than
Oh.
mine.
Listen to Timothy. He knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Okay.
we should let's just head to the Etten, and then I don't know, hopefully they'll get the mountain sorted out. The Baron said that he thought maybe some of the soldiers would be coming back, I thought, but maybe not.
So you want to head out to the town towards where the Etting is?
I guess so.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So heading back out through the eastern gate, and you'd have to cross over the bridge. This is the bridge where you came from. This is kind of the same road. So you'd have to travel along the bridge and then go up the hills. You would have passed some of the livestock fields when you were first coming across. You would walk past various people walking sheep back and forth between different ones. Across the river itself, it's a very hilly territory going up towards the main road. And on kind of flat plateaus, you'd find the various livestock farms. So you'd know to head that way. Interrupt me if you do anything along the way. You would head across the bridge, heading up towards those, until following his directions, you get to the first set of farms. Roll. Actually, I'll let you guys choose what you want to do. How you want to approach this, how you want to go into this.
Do we see the Etten?
It's pretty big.
Roll a perception check. Everyone can roll one if they like.
Oh shit! I rolled with stupid advantage.
17.
Just take the first number if you roll advantage.
14.
12.
Okay. Yeah. The majority of you would see everything that's kind of going on. What was the highest roll?
I think it was mine. It was 17.
You would notice, not necessarily footsteps or anything, but you definitely notice a lot of disturbed trees that have been kind of knocked aside, or bushes which have just been trampled down, heading off towards a kind of a secluded field with a kind of a fence post around it. You would see a barn of sorts over that way as well, and it seems like that's the direction. There's no sign of any Etten around, and it would seem if there was something large that came through here, went through that way.
Okay.
There's not many people around this point. I mean, on the road you would have come across a few, but there's no one going deeper into this bit. You've kind of come up this road, and it's an off-turning that heads towards where this farmland is. Various livestock fenced-in areas, and one of them specifically, though, is where the footprints have headed towards.
What's our game plan here? I mean, are we gonna try to scare it off again? I feel like that will just cause someone else's farm to get destroyed. We can't.
We
just
should
keep
deal with it.
We should deal with it.
I think we need to. Yeah.
I mean, can we reason with it at all? Probably not.
I don't think so.
That's too bad. Well, I guess we can just follow its path here.
I mean,
That's how we find it.
if it's just the Etten, right? It can't be like that bad.
Hopefully not.
Do they hang out with friends? They said they only saw the one, so I don't know. We'll just go take a look.
Yeah, maybe we should be subtle about. Maybe we should try to sneak and like stalk like a hunter and its prey.
Like a cool hunter.
Like a cool hunter.
It's hard to sneak up on something with two heads.
Well, it's not like their heads are like opposite though. Like they're mostly looking the same way, right? If it was like this, that'd be really hard.
Hey, your
Okay.
choice. I'm not
We
much
wanna
of a
just, like-
sneaker.
Want to just like run in? We just run in.
Could just run in.
We'll like jog.
What's like, describe the terrain, Jay.
Yeah, okay, so it's very hilly, and there's a lot of flat plateaus. It kind of goes hill up, and then flat, hill up, flat, hill up, flat.
Like
and
where where sheep would graze, kind of.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Very-
And yeah, exactly. These are kind of fenced-in sheep grazing areas, which are being kind of manned by different farmers. You're kind of on the way to heading along one, which is specifically where all of the kind of trampled ground is. There's a few trees dotted about across just the sides of the hills and whatnot, but it's definitely sheep grazing territory. There seems to be kind of a large, essentially like a barn, but it's more like a sheep house is kind of attached to one of the fields, or attached to one of the fenced-in post areas. There's a gravel pathway heading along it to get to the entrance of that, and you don't really. I mean, you might see some far off livestock, but there's none in the closest fenced-in area. From your distance where you are right now, which is probably about 60 feet out, 70 feet out, close to the main road, you wouldn't see anything specifically. Definitely not an Etten.
I say, when we find the Etten, we lure it into a trap.
Okay. What kind of trap?
Kind of trap.
Timothy will pretend to be a sheep,
Huh?
and we will ready attacks.
Oh!
I
We
think
will
that's a
ambush
great
the beast.
plan. I think that's a wonderful plan, but Timothy, I don't know if you've seen sheep before, Scold, but Timothy doesn't really look like a sheep.
I don't have wool.
He doesn't even have a like fluffy anywhere.
Okay, that's my choice, but I'm not
I
a
wasn't
sheep.
criticizing you. I'm just saying there's nothing that resembles you.
Fia, you
Resembles-
can do magic, no?
Yeah, but I can't make him a sheep.
Can you illusion a sheep?
Uh,
I can't really. I can't really
mean-
make him look like a sheep, but I could make it look
A-
like a sheep was there.
How far?
That's a good question.
is it like 6? I want to say it's
30 feet?
Disguise Timothy as a sheep.
Why did you just make a
No,
sheep
I
30
can't-
feet away? It doesn't have to be me.
Because it needs to hear the sheep.
Hold on.
We could
I
make
could
a sheep
help.
noise. Yeah.
I could do the noise. I could minor illusion the noise, and you could minor illusion the body.
Yeah.
Of the
Can't
sheep.
minor illusion sounds.
Wait, really?
I think
you
you can do
can.
one or the other with minor illusion.
Yeah, you can only
Yeah,
do one or
so
the
one of
other.
us can do
So
one.
I'm saying I'll do one, she'll do the other.
Yeah, we're gonna. This is great. This
Yeah.
is like the
You know what?
illusion
So
twins.
This is a great plan. Now that we've hijacked it.
My plan is great.
It is.
I mean, what if he grabs me and
So,
eats me?
The only
That's-
problem
I
is,
don't.
with your plan, we can't do it. But with our plan, we can.
Man.
Why can't you plan?
But, I mean, okay, I could do this, and I'm just gonna minor illusion the image of a sheep where Timothy is. But it would look like this.
That's what I was saying.
But you can still.
He's a sheep.
And then I move away from the sheep, and the sheep's still there.
Look, we don't even need
Still there.
Timothy to pretend to be anything.
Yeah. So we could just.
I'm gonna minor illusion some.
See? That looks like a sheep, right? So he doesn't
Sounds
even
like
need to
a
be there.
Too.
This is
That works.
cowardly.
Yeah, but it's safer.
It is safer.
Look at that sheep. Come on.
It's a good sheep sound, to be fair.
Really good. I'm glad you decided to make the noise.
I did grow up on a farm, so I'm very familiar with them.
Okay. Let's find
Okay.
an Etten.
All right, let's
Okay.
find the Etten.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. How would you want to approach this? You're about 60 feet or so, or 70 feet away from it right now. The fenced area.
Is there anything that we can hide behind between us
Are
and
there
it?
bushes or anything?
Yeah, there's various trees and whatnot.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe
I think
we get closer and hide behind. some
I'd say we
trees.
hide as close as we can while it's
yeah.
close to.
We could also minor wait. Can you minor illusion? This is out of character. Can you minor illusion something like as you're going, like walking ahead of you?
As in move it.
Yeah.
I believe you
I
have
don't-
to keep recasting it. It has to be in a
Yeah,
25
yeah.
radius.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, yeah. So get close enough, hide, and we'll do our magic trick.
Yeah. Okay.
Illusion twin.
2-man act.
Here we go.
So approaching
Goes so
the
well.
fenced area. Can I get another perception check of everyone?
Mhm.
I also say you can have advantage, Sam Scold, if you want to use your smell.
To smell a stinky
Nine.
Etten.
Yeah, or anything a little strange in the air,
Like sheep corpses.
like
Mm.
sheep corpses.
I rolled a 2.
Maybe they're
on perce-
alive. I got a 9.
Oh, Shane.
21.
Oh,
That's-
very nice. Shane, you rolled persuasion.
Oh, peas, they're hard.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
18.
better.
Nice.
So, sight-wise, or smell-wise, we'll begin with. As you're kind of closing in on the fenced-in livestock keeping area for the sheep, you would smell definitely the smell of corpses or kind of mutton. The way that you would usually smell it. You've eaten sheep before. That raw blood in the air. You recognize definitely some of the sheep have been eaten. You also smell this deep sweat that you could probably associate with giants, often unwashed, rather uncleansy beings, especially Ettins and kind of the lower end variety. You can smell it coming from toward where the barn is.
Over there, the barn.
You, Timothy, would notice the most of the area. You'd hear the distant kind of bleating of the sheep coming from the barn. But as you kind of close in on the area, you'd see various footprints in the ground moving towards the barn, and then heading out in the center of this little field area. You'd see a pile of various bones. There's some hay bales stacked around, various drinking utensils for the sheep. You'd see where the Ettin obviously had walked through the fence and just kind of just pushed his way through, causing a bunch of debris against the fence post itself. And you'd be approaching from kind of the southern end of this area, the barn on the northern part. Minor illusion is what, 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you be aiming to put the illusion?
So we think it's in the barn, I guess. Is there like a giant hole in the barn?
Sort of.
That we can
It's
see?
kind of been pushed through, the entrance, which is usually mostly just for use for sheep to fit through. It's definitely kind of just plunged its way through there.
Okay, I guess so that it could be seen from the inside of the barn. So
Mhm. Some sort of entryway within.
There's a
eyesight
hole
of
big
it.
enough that it could probably see through.
Okay, let's. Yeah.
yeah, let's do it.
So where do you want to put it? You want to put it...
Within where we would think sight of the hole
I'll
would
tell you
be.
what, I will
Yeah.
show you guys the map.
Okay.
There might be some mucking around here whilst I just flick through this bit and do this. Move Jerry to there. So, this is the map. If I move the players there, where are you guys currently? Here you go. This is kind of what you're looking at, and
nice.
you're on the kind of southern side of this. So,
Okay.
yeah, where would you like to put it?
Okay.
I mean, realistically, where would we be hiding?
Hold on, I have
So
to
you're on
get
the
my
southern
laptop.
side there. So 30 feet. If you're on the bottom row, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is where you could put it from the bottom row.
Yeah.
That seems like a good place for it.
Sure. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should the people who aren't casting like ready an attack or something, like so that when it comes out we just get it?
In order, the cost, it'd be good for casters to do that, but you'd have to be in melee to have a ready to attack. So,
Right, okay.
So-
yeah, it'd be hard.
Okay. I guess
Is there
we're
only
still-
is there only the gate as the entrance to this?
I mean, it's not a
area
tall fence.
on the south?
You could climb
Yeah,
it.
we
Okay.
can hop it, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
right.
it's a fence to keep in sheep.
Yeah, that's pretty tall for me.
Yeah, for you, it's a fence to
throw
keep
you
in sheep and
over.
dwarves.
Give me a boost.
I'll throw you over Gimli style.
You're gonna have to toss me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Let's get ourselves hidden or whatever we're gonna do. I'm gonna look
Yep.
around. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to put yourselves onto the map
Yeah.
on the southern end.
Do you want me to be Saphira, or do you want to just do this one without Saphira?
Whatever you guys feel most comfortable with, I don't mind. It is absolutely up to you. If you wanna Jaeger Saphira, we can do that. If you don't feel comfortable putting her character in harm's way, there's also that. I don't mind. Totally up to what you feel comfortable with.
It's up to you guys.
What do you guys
Okay,
want
so
to
we're
do?
outside.
Saphira left back at the town, or Saphira came with? And yeah, goodbye, Sam.
I feel like she would have come. Like, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
trying
can't
to
find
think
a reason why she would stay home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she would definitely,
Alright.
especially to kill something so big, and especially the chance to
If
get
Skull
finished
going,
blow.
also, she's not going to be like,
She won't pass up an opportunity to one-up Scold potentially. So
Oh, you already have access to it as well, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nice,
I
yeah,
can
easy.
just play her.
sweet.
Easy. All right. Oh,
Perfect.
if you're going up close to the field, by the thing, you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's where you'd be able to put your illusion.
let's do that.
Yeah, sure. Let's put it there. Do you have a sheep token?
I can get one. Let's see.
I'm kidding. You don't have to.
No, it's fine. We'll
It
find.
just would add to the immersion, is all.
That's fine. No. We can. Let me see here. Here you go. Oh, that's a bit stretched, isn't it? Well, fine. That'll do.
That sheep, dude.
Hey,
Very
that's a good image to do as a big old fat plum sheep.
Yeah.
A nice stretched sheep. There you go.
Yeah.
Can we sneak up on this barn, or is that a stealth roll?
It'd be a stealth roll. You can sneak up on it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Could we go around the fence then? Just sneak around? Long ways, if possible, even?
Or like around the.
Yeah, just crouch down around the fence. Even just getting on this side would probably be better.
Yeah, I mean, if you would
12.
like to. 12 sneak. Let me roll.
Should we surround it so that it's gonna have a harder time dividing its attention between all of
Surrounding it
us?
might be good too.
That's the plan, I think.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So Fia and I could stay down here.
I mean, I'm not good at sneaking.
Behind this
Oh,
hay bale
either.
and fence.
I'm even worse than you are.
Shit. Okay, should Fia and I sneak up there?
We're probably better at sneaking. but
Yeah,
then
we're
closer
definitely-
to it. And we're
Yeah.
not good
I have
at that.
disadvantage on every stealth check.
Yeah, me too.
Indefinitely.
Okay. I guess Fia and I could sneak up there and then do our illusion skit. Do you want to try that?
We can.
I'm scared because last time I did a stealth roll, it was really bad. Do we get any sort of advantage by crouching down behind this little fence?
It's a big fence.
What if I go prone? All the way.
You could take your time and go prone and go really slow, and then I'll give you
I'm
advantage.
just
Sure.
kidding.
No, I'll give you
Oh.
advantage if you go prone and take your time around. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, sure. I guess.
I
If
guess
it's
we
still in the
have
barn.
time. Yeah.
If it's in the barn, sure.
Okay. Advantage stealth.
Go for it.
15.
13.
Was that 13, both of you?
15.
Okay. And where are you trying to sneak to?
I mean, those guys were trying to get up here, so I guess we would try to do the same.
Up the
I
top?
don't know. I guess so. Fia, where do you think would be good to sneak to? Oh, nice. Yeah, we could in that tree for more cover potentially too.
Yeah, we'll go around there.
You gotta be 30 feet from the minor illusion. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tree is perfectly
Yeah.
30 feet from it. We could try that.
Yeah.
behind the
Yeah.
fence under the tree.
Yeah. Does that work, DM?
Yeah, absolutely. You can move up there.
He's rolled a secret perception check.
I know,
right
I'm
now.
fucking scared. He's awful quiet.
This thing might already know we're here.
Oh
I can't-
fuck, dude.
There we go.
How smart are Ettins, really? You know.
We're about to find out.
All right.
You don't
should
have to be
we do
intelligent
our
to be
illusion?
perceptive. Remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. Okay. Should we do
So-
our sheep gig?
By the way, when you walk that way, you'd hear this. And then you'd hear the distant kind of just bleating of like, "Ah," coming from within.
Okay. Okay. Do you think he's asleep?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Okay, should we do this sheep business? I'll make it really loud so it wakes him up.
Okay. No.
I wanted to sound like a sheep in pain. Like,
Can I move my minor illusion so it looks like it's limping a little?
Yeah. So,
I'm just
okay.
really fat, like one like gimpy leg.
You just hear it kind of like talking, like muttering to itself. And you hear as like floorboards creaking. And
I think it's working.
from out of the
Jesus.
shelter, you
Such
see
such a
this large, what was previously very skinny, or at least it looked like its body was kind of smaller than it should have been. Its bones were showing through a little bit. You recognize this to be the same Etten that you did come across. The head's the same kind of hairstyle, the braided bunch behind it, the dirty beard come across it. You'd recognize it the same one, but this one, unlike it was a few days ago, looks
Is well
rather
fed.
plump. Yeah. In one hand,
She's got a food baby.
in one hand, he comes out with a large pitchfork, and in the other is this great leg or bone of a sheep with various bits of meat on it, but it's kind of fashioned to be like a club. He climbs out. Oh, get the head.
Wouldn't I understand
You
this
do speak
Etten?
giant, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
You would hear as the first one goes, "What little sheep doing out?" The other one, "You were meant to keep awake. How did it get past?" "What? I will get it." And it like almost trying to be stealthy itself, but making large kind of sounds as it steps forward. It leans down and it just kind of raises the pitchfork
oh.
and then jabs it straight into the ground. It goes straight through the sheep, landing into the ground below it. It pulls it out. It does it again. Push it. And you would understand as it says, "Let's go ahead, kill it. I'm trying it all. I ain't not hurt it." And it keeps just trying to jab the ground as you guys are watching.
Oh my god.
Scald
Okay.
whispers to Timothy, "Now." And
Throw me.
I'm gonna throw him.
Oh
I'm gonna throw him
my
at
God.
I'm gonna throw him at the Etten
Okay.
as our opener.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hell
roll
yeah,
initiative.
dude.
My face
Um,
hurts.
Okay.
just after this, let me change up the music. Yeah, you're taking this thing underway. You will have a surprise round.
Nice,
If anyone
dude.
would like to roll initiative.
Every time.
Throw me.
You're gonna
I
have
love
to
that.
toss me.
So fucking good, dude. Oh my god.
That second initiative I rolled, oh, it's already come up as spirit. That's good.
Okay. Okay, so in your initial surprise round, we'll start with the throwing of one Timothy. I don't mind the order you guys go in your surprise round. So you each get like a free turn before he gets a turn. Doesn't get a turn this round.
Awesome.
Okay. You throw Timothy. Can we get an athletics check, please? And okay.
God, no.
That's a natural one.
Oh no! Oh
The one time I need
no!
it.
It's fine.
Timothy, could you roll an acrobatics check, please?
That's not a strong suit. Okay.
It's gonna go really well.
I'm fucking scared.
4.
Fucking 4.
So it isn't the fact that you couldn't throw Timothy. It's the problem that you didn't really estimate what was in between you two. So when you throw him, his feet clip against the fence. He falls forward into the wheelbarrow, and it tumbles onto its side with him prone here,
Oh
making
my god.
a huge racket. You take for the natural.
Did we just lose our surprise round?
So everyone else can go at the same time. You just lost your 2 actions. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you crash hard against this wheelbarrow and fall into your side.
Holy shit.
You're considered prone. What would you like Saphira to do, and also Basil and Fia?
Holy shit, dude.
I'll let Basil and Fia go first.
Okay.
Fia, go ahead.
Okay. I am going to use a new spell. I'm hidden in the old tree, I hope. So I am going to very quietly cast Mind Spike.
Okay, that's a cantrip, right?
It is not. It is a
first level spell.
level 2 spell. It's level 2, but you don't know where it comes from.
Could you link it in the chat so I can read? That's one of the new Unearth Arcana spells, right?
Yeah. I think. Hold on. Sorry. Why? Link, please. Just click. Go. Why won't it do
If
it?
you can't do that, I'll Google it. I can
It just
Google
keeps saying click it. I'm trying. Why?
That's okay. I can Google it. What does it do?
You reach into the mind of one creature you range. Target must make a wisdom saving throw, taking 3d8 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Ooh.
On a failed save, you also always know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while 2 of you are on the same plane of existence. While you have this knowledge, the target can't become hidden from you, and if it's invisible, it gains no benefit from that condition against you.
So
Don't think he's gonna hide.
the target. Okay. So
So it needs wisdom.
yeah, I rolled an 8 on the wisdom, so I assume I failed that.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. Cast at what level? Oh, is it because it was doing the thing and it was like, I'm trying to tell you what level you're casting it at. Sorry. 14.
14 points of psychic damage.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. What's wrong? Oh, good.
No, I just.
And so the later part of it, you know where it's going to be if it tries to run away and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You instantly you can visualize its location as soon as you cast on it. You see one of the heads going. Oh! Basil.
All right, I am gonna go ahead and do Shatter on this big boy. Con saving throw from him. Let's do this.
Alrighty. 10.
All right, 12 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah. You cast Shatter. The ring's hand ripples against the skin. You see bits of it just split. You hear one of the heads skull going, "What's going on?" Saphira. This is via you, Sam.
Oh, of course it is. Sphera will do her standard enrage. She'll hop the fence and charge. Slash at its legs with her great axe. And miss.
Yeah, you see as the axe comes in, the awkward angle just makes it cling against the pitchfork. And it goes, growls back at her. Okay. Top of the round, it is the Ettin's turn. It's going to take a nasty club swing straight towards Saphira. Almost trying to bat her off. 13 to hit.
13 AC.
So it just hits. That's for 19 points of bludgeoning damage. Rolled very hard. You just see it's a straight big bone club just whacks her across the jaw, just leaving her ringing for a moment.
So that would be 9 damage.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
As she's raging. Good point.
Thank God.
And you see it kind of step forward, looking, thinking it's like dealt with Saphira in that moment. 5, 10, 15, but keeps within range. Its pitchfork is at 10-foot reach. It just grabs the bottom of it and it just looks down at the dwarf. Food! And it just tries to jab you on the ground with the pitchfork with advantage
Jesus.
because
That's
you
advantage.
are prone. 19 to hit.
That does hit.
And you take 11 points of piercing damage as the pitchfork just digs straight through your armor into your skin, piercing through into some muscle. It jabs out.
Little one, eat barley now.
That is the end of its turn, though. As it stands there, having jabbed both of you guys.
Great.
You're up next, Gold, and then you're on deck, Fia.
Yeah. You see Scald kneeling behind the hay bales, and he whispers something to himself in Giant, and then immediately begins to grow. And as he grows, he steps over the fence in the hay bales and says in Giant, "Remember me?" And I'm gonna hit him with a maul.
He looks at you.
Yeah.
Bah! Okay.
Six.
It hits. That hits.
16 damage.
And don't forget to roll your giant's might damage if that's not included in there.
That's a 1d6, right?
Yep. I believe so.
All right, 21 damage.
Yikes.
21 damage as... Holy fuck, okay. Yeah, you just slam against it. You feel just, you hear the bone crunching as your great maul just crashes against it. It looks... Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? Or is that everything?
That is everything for me.
Fia, you're on deck, Basil.
Okay. If I stay behind the fence, it's it's tall enough that if I shoot something at it, it's not like behind cover or anything, right? Like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. If I stay where I am, do I have to deal with the fact that the tree is right there?
No,
Like-
imagine the tree, like you guys are under the tree. You're not on the tree.
Okay, so I can shoot from like here, and I'm good.
Yes. Yeah. The fence is
Okay.
only like probably like 4.5 foot high, 5 foot high,
pasture, right.
and you're under a tree.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I am going to. I guess just slam it with barrels and shoot a scorching ray.
Yeah.
By which I mean 3 scorching rays at it, rather than just 1.
Understandable.
And we do. Let's see. That will be. Wait, do I have?
What's wrong?
Sorry, hold on. I had advantage clicked. So the first
Just
one
take
is
the first roll, yeah.
10,
Mhm.
which I'm assuming does not hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
One
the
beam just
second
goes
one
straight
is
past him, burning into a
a
tree in the distance.
25.
That definitely hits. One crashes
and
into his
an
shoulder,
18.
and that one hits as well. That one burns up his back.
Okay, so we have 9 and 5, so 14.
14 points of damage. Okay. Alrighty. Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Basil, you're up next.
Okay.
Saphira is on deck.
I am going to try to hold person this Etin.
Go for it. What do I have
Okay,
to roll?
so that is a wisdom saving throw.
A 10.
Perfect. So, becomes paralyzed. So incapacitated. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and any attack that hits the
Ah.
creature.
Whole person? Whole
Yes.
person's only
That's the whole
humanoid.
monster.
Yeah. It's
He is humanoid.
No,
isn't he?
he's giant.
Giant.
His type is giant. Humanoid is a very specific one, so you would say like a hobgoblin is a humanoid.
I'm so annoyed because I searched Eden 5e just to make sure it wasn't flubbing.
I'll check for you. Maybe I've got it down wrong. You might be right. You might be right.
I could have misread it, honestly.
He's a giant.
No, you're right. Okay, fine. I'll do another shatter. Wait, no, actually, I don't think I can. Oh, can I safely do shatter without?
You can from the left, top left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that again. I'll do a shatter on him. Con save, I believe it was. Yeah.
5. Jesus. I just wanted to let you guys know the perception roll for you guys sneaking. I rolled a nat 1. I have not rolled well on this Etin. This poor guy.
Kept snoring.
All right, 13 points of damage on that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You shatter, like leaving just ripples hitting against its back again, causing some just lesions across it. All right. Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
No. Stay in here as well with Fia.
Okay.
Look at that
Saphira's
lake.
up next. This is for you, Sam. If you want Saphira to do.
Oh yeah, sorry, bud.
That's okay.
Cool. Let's. Let's attack recklessly.
Go for it. Advantage. You guys have already counted this thing very fucking badly. You've done a lot of damage.
That is a 25.
That hits. Roll damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. She also gets with... Let me just find out what
She
it
has
is.
the Fury, right?
Path of the Zealot Barbarian. So she gets...
Zealot Fury.
I think it's while she's raging. She gets something else. Let me find out what it is. When you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns with weapon attack takes an extra 1d6 plus half your barbarian level. So it will be 1d6 plus 2, please. And then she goes as if it's necrotic or radiant.
8
Fucking hell. 8 points of... which one? 8 points of
necrotic damage.
Okay. Holy fuck, you guys. Yeah, okay. Yep. So a total of 15 points of damage as you just slam Zax into there. He's looking pretty damn rough. You're up next, Timothy.
Holy shit.
Good.
Yeah, we're doing work.
What's the range I need to be away to do for ranged attack not to be a disadvantage? Is it just melee, so I'm fine right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just melee.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with Guiding Bolt,
Okay.
which will be a 17.
Hits.
So that's gonna be
I assume you get up
12
first, right?
points of damage. Yeah, I get up first, so high. Question about my movement speed. So it takes half to get up, right? What does that mean for 25? Does it round down to 10?
Yes.
I believe it's 15 to stand up, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It'd
Or
be
is it-
15 to 10.
It'll be half
Yeah.
your movement speed, so yeah, I imagine it's around
Yeah,
about.
my movement speed's weird because it's 25, so I don't know. Okay, so it would be. So I'm gonna definitely stand back one first, and then bonus
stand
action.
back.
I'll spiritual weapon with
Before you do-
advantage now.
Before I do you want to describe how you kill it with a guiding bolt?
Oh my god, really?
He slammed it.
Okay, then I'm just gonna do. Oh, I'm still lying down. I'm not even gonna get up. I'm gonna be angry that it just stabbed me on my
Hang
back.
on, wait. You're just in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, in the
You
wheelbarrow. Just straight up guiding bolt, getting ready to cast a spiritual weapon. Before I do, he just falls over. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you launch this guiding bolt. How do you imagine your guiding bolt to look?
Do I change the look of that too?
I don't
That's
care,
also
it's
gonna
up
be.
to you.
Everything's my hammer. Everything is my hammer because I have a deep
Okay,
connection
nice.
with it.
It's
That's great.
beam hammer just shoots it, slams into the chest. You hear this just sickening crunch. The both heads kind of look at each other for a moment. They knock against each other how they did the first time we ran into it. Before it collapses onto its back and lies there dead.
Wow.
You guys just did
so much
101 damage in one round. In fucking one round. I mean, you had the surprise
minor
round, but
illusion.
still.
The minor illusion for the sheep lasts for a minute. So
It was a botched surprise round.
Holy
it's just
shit.
still there.
Wow.
Someone's gonna have to revise the combat.
Yeah, oh my god, that was insane. I was thinking to myself, I'm only gonna give this thing like 100 health, which is more than its average, right, for a challenge 4. I was like, but they're not gonna. I don't want to give it too much health. It'll be a slogging match, and it hits pretty hard, so it'll probably get a good 3 rounds in of hitting and really do some damage. No, it attacked twice. Good job, guys. Just on the-
Wow.
We did it.
Okay,
That was
so
fun,
yeah.
though.
What we'll do now is we'll just have a quick, just 5-minute break or so. Give everyone a chance to use the loo and get a drink and whatnot, as they slaughtered the Etin they first came across, without breaking a sweat. Okay.
Good job,
I'll
us.
see you guys in just 5 to 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right, chat. Get yourselves a drink and whatnot. I'll see you then. Alrighty. Should we get back to it? Let me bring you guys back up. I think everyone's here. Okay. Hello, gents and
Hello.
ladies.
Gents.
Hello.
I thought as well when I was on break there, I was thinking to myself, I remember after the first episode, I brought this starving Etin in. Even though it was weakened in the first episode. I remember seeing in the chats after going back and watching and whatnot, someone was like, I can't believe Joe's bringing out a challenge rating 4 monster against this party. And someone else was like, no, maybe he's got a plan. As if like I was going to put you guys into a TPK situation. And you fight that creature in its like strongest form
Prime,
and you fucking kill it before you can do anything. I don't think anyone has to worry about what this party is capable of at all.
I think so.
Shit. Okay, so
Okay.
Honestly,
Coming
those
back
two
to
full
things.
shatters with those failed ACs too.
yeah.
Were brutal.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are a fresh level 4 party. You're,
Oh, and that 25 scorching ray and 18. Yikes, dude.
oh, Sam, you're mute, I think.
I was saying, just to make you feel worse, Saphira is level 3.
I know, yeah, because you wouldn't have had the time to do
High
it.
level.
Yeah,
She
Oh,
hasn't
yeah,
leveled.
she did a huge amount of
Level
damage
5
as
is
well.
going to be feud for her too, though. Yikes.
Yeah.
It's true. Level 5 is when things pick up with you guys fighting some stronger things. So, okay. So coming back into things, you guys are just defeated an Etin. A rather stuffed heavy Etin. It fell onto its back, dropping the great big bone club in its hand and the pitchfork to one side. You're in the middle of the field. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk over to the old Etin and look at everybody and say, so we don't have to like take these heads back. Like is this a thing now? Do we just have to bring heads back? Can they
How does he know we took care of it? I don't. What's the like?
Well, it's not going to be hard to spot.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, can we just tell like
Just leave it here.
He was afraid of this thing?
is that rude? Do we just
I don't think there was no sort of cleanup instructed by the Baron, so I think we did what was required of us.
so okay, so we can just leave it. We don't have to like I
It's a
just
lot
don't
of
want to
meat
be
for the
like
farmer
head
here.
carrying lady all the time. Like I don't need that
No,
to be
it's
like
fine.
my
It's
thing.
fine.
All
I
right.
think he trusts our word now at this point.
Okay.
I
well,
agree.
okay.
Can I inspect the barn just out of curiosity?
Absolutely, yeah. You can head on in there, roll an investigation check.
A key? Oops, I'm still on advantage.
Just take the
Sorry.
first number if you advantage. That's fine.
Rip.
And that one.
A 3.
There's not really much to investigate, but you head in
That's
there, you hear the bleating, it's a little dark. The smell was a bit overbearing. That's probably what's distracting you the most. In just a day, this thing has almost just nestled its way in there. You can smell as it's obviously slept on a bunch of bones and meat that it was meaning to eat as it woke. You see its imprint on the ground. You see where the decking below you is kind of dented in.
Mm.
You can slightly make out the sheep all kind of cowering on the other end of the barn. There's probably about 12 or so of them just at the other end. Just
Oh. I'm gonna like, it's okay. Hey, we took care of it. You're safe now. It's okay. Like try to like gently talk to them, calm them down.
roll an animal handling check.
Okay. Six, but I don't like that because I'm a farm boy. I feel like it should be higher.
6, but I'm mad about it.
You're
Yeah.
a mad 6. Yep, I got it. You're. They seem hesitant of you. They move away from you, and it's probably just because they've spent the entire night looking at something that's been eating them without any room to get out. They're kind of in a state of just fear in general right now. So they mostly just shift around from you. You hear them shuffle off into the opposite corners as you go near.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly back out of the barn and like kind of nod at them and turn to the rest of my party.
Does the
Well?
Is the fence like totally busted down where it came in, or
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, it's all just rubble, and it practically just stepped on it. So you can see it crushed in, and that's the way it moved in there.
Okay.
Is there
How-
anything we could put in front of the hole in the fence to make sure the sheep don't run away? I don't want this farmer to be left with like nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
I don't think
Yeah.
there are any sheep left, are there? Yeah,
No, no,
There are.
There's
I
about
just-
12
Few.
inside. He'd
Yeah.
only really broken last night. He was
Scald is gonna hold the corpse while he's still large out of the farmer's enclosed area.
Okay. Yeah.
And dump it beside the main road.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you just drag it with you over toward the main road and slang it down. It remains still. Yeah, the Etton's plan was to kind of spend some time here. They thought, finders keepers, so there was still plenty of sheep to alive.
Okay. Well, I don't really know about like fence repair, so I don't think there's
do.
much else we can do here. Maybe just trust that the sheep won't run away and get back to town.
Joe, how long would it take for me to just like quickly work at this?
As in
Fence.
fix it?
Like
Yeah, I wanna
try to
help.
just make it good enough so that sheep can't get out.
With your background, I'd give you advantage probably because you come from almost carpentry. If you worked well, I mean, depends how well you roll. You could probably do this
Okay.
if you rolled well. You could probably do this you could make it good enough in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
But if otherwise it could take you the better part of a couple of hours.
Okay. What am I rolling for this?
Do you have carpentry tools or anything?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Trying to think down the rolls to see what would be appropriate. Roll a straight dexterity, and we'll add your proficiency.
With advantage because
With
background
advantage,
is that what you said? Okay. 14?
And then that's without your proficiency, right?
Yeah. So my
so 16.
dex proficiency? Or okay, yeah.
So yeah, I would say it probably takes you half an hour. Half an hour, and
Okay.
you'd patch up the fence. It's not you haven't rebuilt the fence, but you've managed to get any pieces which are larger and hammer them in using any tools you find around the farm in general. And it's makeshift enough that the sheep won't go through there. Having come from a place which is occasionally hit by storms, you would have had to do this kind of stuff before. So you're pretty sure of your work that this fence will hold, and the sheep won't be getting out from that hole.
Perfect. All the while he works, he's just kind of humming to himself. And once he's done, he stands up, wipes his brow, like, all right, that should be good enough.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go back and tell him that it's dead. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's do it.
You guys all want to head back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Skull just pats the corpse of the Yen as he walks past.
You'll see is a kind of another farmer who's not with any of his livestock and whatnot. He's just kind of walking past, eyes as he goes past you. Bloody hell! Good job. And he kind of hurries on ahead up the road.
He nods.
It was
Have a good day.
nothing.
Heading down towards the town, having only really been gone for probably an hour. With the rebuilding time and everything, it's not too long a walk to even get up to the top there, get up to that farm area. You won't go long. You're already returning back to the town. It looks very much the same as it was. People still using the marketplace. People still moving around. Whereabouts in the town would you like to go?
There was that alchemy shop we were told of, or we saw. I don't know
By
if
the
it has any
blacksmith?
interest. Might be cool to check out. I mean, we could also just let the Baron know.
Well, we should tell about the Etten first, yeah?
Yeah,
Probably.
We
let's
could do
tell
whatever.
them.
Stress off of his shoulders.
They probably need to dispose of it.
That too.
Yeah, that's true.
Gross.
To the Barons.
Okay.
Onward to the town hall.
Heading back towards the town hall. The guards see you again. Oh, we
Hello.
was expecting you again. All right, we'll go and do the process. They goes and says, "You can head on inside." To see you again.
Thanks.
Of course. The guard heads back down, a little kind of shocked in his face. Oh, he didn't expect to see you so soon. Okay, yeah, he's up there.
Oh,
He's-
if he's busy, I mean, it's
No,
is
it's
he-
okay. He says he will speak to
Okay.
you if he has a few minutes.
okay.
He heads back outside and lets you guys head upstairs where you would find the Baron once again is sat behind his desk. This time a little busier as he's just jotting different things down on a quill and he's writing letters and whatnot. He looks across. Sorry, I didn't. Did I forget to give you any information about anything? Perhaps I should give you the farmer's location.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's okay. We just thought we'd let you know it's dead.
Oh, that's great news. You got there and it was dead already. Oh, that's fantastic.
No.
Oh
Perhaps it
no,
choked to
we
death.
No.
we actually took care of it very quickly.
You
Yeah,
killed the
it's dead
Yeti?
now. Yeah.
Yes. You see, it was really cool. We did this thing where we
did this
like
thing with a-
illusioned a sheep
Yeah, it was like a
and
fake
made it
sheep.
come out,
Big
and
sheep, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
there was a part where Scold threw Timothy, and it wasn't that great. But
Don't talk
the rest
about
of the fight was really amazing.
And pretty quick.
Would have loved to see
It
it.
was at his request.
Oh, the throwing. Right. Well,
It was your arm.
we're not used to things working so hastily around here. This is surprisingly fantastic news, but I'm afraid I have no more information since you were gone. I expected at least
No,
a day.
That's okay. We
That's
just
all
kind of
right.
wanted to let you know that it's dead, and we left it by the road. We didn't really know what to do with it, so
Of course, I'll find someone to go and collect it. I was going to say we were. Our plan was to scare it off, but if you've killed it, that's fantastic. Karburn is better for having you here. Stay as long as you wish.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you.
What was the name? I forgot the name of
Mhm.
the guy. The stoner blacksmith said he knew a guy who
Dwarf.
had seen a giant.
Oh, Phyllis.
Felis.
Fearless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about Aphelis.
Fearless. Oh, yeah. He's one of the people that runs the Old Crown.
Where might I find him?
Probably there, perhaps by the marketplace. I'm not sure. He doesn't really leave much. He owns the Old Crown. It's an inn, actually. Not too far from here, just by the markets itself. Old building, refurbished, but it's a pleasant looking one. You'll probably find
Yeah,
him there.
we're familiar with it. Okay,
My
that's really
thanks.
helpful.
Of course, yes, of course. Anything I can do for you, of course. You've helped the town so much. I feel like we haven't done enough to help you. And in these times, it's pleasant. No doubt you've probably heard some of the ramblings of Hamish and other guards and whatnot, and people around the town talking about the situation here in Kessex in general. It's hard to come across very trustworthy folk, capable, trustworthy folk. So, if there's anything I can help,
Well, I think we're probably going to be in town for a little bit at least. So if I guess if you need anything else, you can send a message to us. Are we still staying at the Bollywog, or
should
did we move to
upgrade
the Old
our-
Crown?
Yeah. I'm gonna stay somewhere a little.
I think we will probably try to get some rooms at the Old Crown.
yes,
So you could send a message to us there.
fantastic, of course. Yes,
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll have someone come and see you if I have any information that comes in the next few days.
Great. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll head up.
Okay, you head outside the town hall, and the town once again is your oyster. Where would you like to go?
I suppose we could go to the Crown, ask about Felis, and also get our rooms.
And actually get rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, heading back towards the Old Crown, the same place that you ran into Alvid, the fisherman. You'd head in there. He's no longer in there once you go through, but you still
Is the
have
head
various
on the table.
No, the head's gone. The head would have been gone.
Ooh.
You've got different patrons around, dining on their lunch and whatnot. And behind the bar is the quite skinny, taller lady that once served you last time you were here. But no sign of any barkeep, a male one at least.
Okay. Scald approaches the bar.
Oh, hi. What can I get you?
I'm looking for Felis.
Oh, right, yes. He owns it. Is there something wrong? Something I could help you with?
I just wish to speak with him.
Okay, of course. She slips upstairs and you can hear like a slight conversation going on before quite a burly, kindly looking man steps down the stairs. He's got hair just around the sides of his head, almost like a crown with a bald on top. He seems to be cleanly shaven, probably in his 40s. He steps through towards the bar. He's wearing quite nice clothing, though not noble clothing, but just kind of nicer kind of fitting one. Something I can help you with, perhaps? I was upstairs, but I've not met you before.
I am Scald.
Felis, pleasure to meet you.
I've been told you have seen a giant.
I mean, not since I was a boy, yes. What do you mean? You mean recently?
Not recently.
Oh, no, I used to journey up the mountain previously, and, they had a giant that, would sometimes come on by and trade with goods, and I managed to meet him at one point. Yes.
Mm.
Well, why do you think... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Scald.
No. He's thinking.
He looks to you, Basil.
Why do you think the mountain is closed now?
Oh, those, well, rumor has it around here that it's some sort of Underdark issue. It's, we occasionally would have things over the years. I've been here since I was a boy. Grew up in Karburn my whole life. We occasionally have creatures come from the mountains, but usually the guards deal with them. It's particularly bad for wartime, but it's rather okay now. But perhaps it's something to do with that. They said they needed more soldiers, and they've been dealing with a threat. So, but I can't imagine it's anything too bad. Those dwarves are sturdy. The Earl, though he's not the most likable of man or dwarf, he's capable. He's a fighter more so than anything else. So if they needed something, I imagine it's, who knows? Perhaps a swarm of something's come up from the Underdark. Perhaps they've got problems with the dwarves from down below. I'm not sure, but rumor has it though that the soldiers are meant to be coming back in the next few days. The Baron's been requesting that at least. I can't help you what's in there, though. At least in the Tall Mountain. Goblins, though, in the other part. Nasty creatures. Are you looking for a giant in particular?
Yes.
Right. Well, I know that giant comes by every few years or so, but passes by the town, never steps in, though. Seems to have some sort of relationship with the dwarves. He can't live far, though.
So the dwarves would know.
The dwarves might know, yes.
Did he have a name? Do you know his name? the giant?
I never met him. I saw him, actually.
Saw.
Yes, he uses a different mountain pathway going up towards the dwarves, but it's not something I would be privy to ask. Besides, I doubt a giant would really convene with a local barkeep. But he's probably up on a roll, maybe. I haven't seen him recently.
Thank you.
Of course, yes, of course. If there's anything I can get for you chaps around here, just or speak to the barkeep. Affy here will look after you.
He nods his head and walks back upstairs.
Timothy, we must help your dwarves.
I think so as well. I'm worried.
Are we allowed to go up to those mountains?
You'll be fine if you're with me.
Huh? Well, I mean, it sounds like they're trying to hide whatever's going on up there, right?
Well, it sounds bad if they're requesting soldiers from everyone. Like, maybe we just offer to help?
We could. I mean, I don't know who we would ask about that, but we could just show up.
Or we could just show up.
Worked for us until now.
It's got a point.
Fair. Should we, Yeah, I think the Baron seems nice, but I think he might be a little optimistic that his soldiers are just gonna come back in a few days. It doesn't... If something's that bad that they had to close the entire mountain, and they're not letting anyone in at all, I don't know. That seems a little optimistic of him to think that they'll be back. Yeah, I think we need to find out what's going on for sure.
All right.
The barkeep's name.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, of course.
Oh, it's okay. I was wondering if we could get some rooms actually for the evening later today.
You can visibly see she's blushing as well when you speak.
Yes, I can sort that, of course. What are you looking for, nicer rooms or the cheaper end?
I think we could treat ourselves to some nice rooms, right, guys?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Me as well. So nicer would be lovely.
How many rooms? How many rooms would you like?
Okay, Saphira's gonna want one by herself.
Every time.
So, one for Saphira.
Yeah, for Saphira. I mean, how much per room is it? And then maybe we can decide after that.
Yes. Okay. Well, if you like the more the much nicer ones, which come with food and whatnot as well in the morning, it would be 2 gold a night.
Oh.
The other ones
that's a pretty.
Are just 1 gold per night.
Okay. I mean, I think I'd like my own room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down for a 2 gold room.
Yeah, that's a fantastic deal. Plus breakfast in the morning.
Yes, that will be
Is it
included.
like a full breakfast? Like not just like a bread, like a.
Yes, of course, yes. Everything that we have on in the morning, I believe we have we've got fish tomorrow, if you like that.
Love fish.
Good.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I think.
Just fuck already.
I think we'd probably each like our own rooms. I would imagine. Is there, Skull? Do you want a room? I know you've been sleeping us. Okay, no room for him, but I think the rest of us. The rest of us, yes, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Although I will happily eat 2 golds worth of meat.
Okay.
Nice.
Now? Or when they're eating in the morning?
Sure.
I'll look into that.
She smiles and kind of slips off. She comes back to you all puts down the. How many of you there are? There's 4 of you, right? That would have rooms. So 4 keys onto the thing. If you're all staying in the nicer rooms, then these are the 4.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
I can hand her over the monies,
Thank you.
To cash.
the cash.
She takes the 2 gold and kind of waits on the other ones. Is everyone passing across 2 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
She. You can go up to rooms anytime you like. Just return that in tomorrow afternoon. No rush. Okay. Oh. Are you okay, Bree? It lagged for a little there.
Uh-oh.
Is Bree lagging for you guys?
Yeah.
She's blushing around.
Sleepy Bell to go to
Oh, is the whole call gone wrong?
The quality of the call is tanking.
That is.
She's gone.
That's weird. We could maybe.
Let's see if that helps. Yeah.
Back.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Shane and Bree's call.
No.
No.
That's weird.
What the fuck?
That is weird.
Tell you what we could do. We could. I don't know. That's really strange. I'm not sure what to do with that. Considering, I know on my side it says the MS is fine.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I do for you guys. I will let your little gifts take over. So you're. Here we go. And then Basil as well. We're finishing up soon anyway, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. Whilst whatever's happening over there.
Shane's also frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I don't know what the hell's happened to Shane and Bree specifically.
Hey!
I've never seen it do that where it's like
Can't move.
targeted 2 people. Well,
Yeah.
Shane just looks like I'll show you, chat. He looks like he's in a permanent form of just contemplation.
This was a targeted attack.
Yeah.
We've been DDoSed.
You good,
Oh,
Bree?
Shane is back.
We're back.
Hey.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh.
So what's
Hey,
been
welcome
weird
back.
is I can hear you clearly the entire time. I can hear
Yeah, I could
everything you're
too.
saying. I can
Think
see my
Let's Go
camera
to
up. I
upload
can
might
see
do that.
everyone's cameras working.
So weird.
That is
It's
strange.
really
I've
weird.
never seen that before.
Yeah.
That's really, really strange.
All of
This is
Discord
very, very
blushed
weird.
because of that awkward encounter.
I mean, you 2 are the
Yeah.
closest to the West Coast. Maybe there's just an issue with that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. It was odd. But yes, as I was saying, I kindly thank the beautiful barkeep.
Yeah. That awkward silence probably did already happen. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then she slips off to go and serve the patrons around the bar.
I'm just gonna look at Basil.
Oh no.
No,
They've
not again.
done it again, dude.
Oh no, they've gone again. This.
I don't know what the hell. It must be,
What's that Shane yelling?
Yeah. Oh no.
was poor.
This might be a sign from the gods.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
right?
start wrapping up.
Yeah.
So Basil and Timothy might go upstairs to check out their rooms in the due time, whilst the rest of you are prepared to go up north to the mountains. I imagine you guys would probably just chill out at the bar for a little bit, maybe get some food and whatnot. I feel bad. I'm gonna cover it with a gift because that is an unfortunate pose to me. It just looks like a face of frustration.
Oh my god. Oh.
She's so mad about
That's how Basil's asleep right now, looking
earlier.
exactly like that. There you go. She's there. She's back.
Yes.
Oh god.
There you go. I'll put sweet Basil in front.
It's frozen? Oh my god.
It's still frozen. Then we'll also to wrap out for the day, we'll leave the visit to the dwarves and potentially discovery of what's going on in the mountains to next time. You guys have bought your rooms. defeated an Etin in next to no time, and slightly shopped around. You haven't seen the marketplace yet, but all in good time. That's where we'll end episode 5 of Godforged. And I got to cover up Shane's camera. I just saw it. Oh, he's back. Are you back again? All right. Well,
I didn't risk it. Don't risk it.
Guys. No, it's okay. It's
Fuck
okay,
it.
guys.
Just...
We'll do the outro and we'll start with you two. Thank you guys for coming out to episode 5 of Godforged. Again, go and check out Dungeon Fog with exclamation mark Dungeon Fog if you want to check that out for our sponsor for the month. In the meanwhile, though, guys, let's start with Bree. What have you got going for you this coming week?
Sometime this week, I'm going to do a spoiler cast with people who really enjoyed The Last of Us 2, and we're just going to talk about it on stream. And then I'm going to start Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time ever.
Sweet.
So
I've heard that's coming to PC at some point, which I really hope is true.
Yeah,
But
I think it is.
Probably not.
It's such a good game.
Is it
so
really
I'm
good?
excited. I'm super excited to try it.
When you
it's
talk
so
about good, is it nearly God of War good? Is it like, or is it like how?
It's Witcher 3 good.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I need to play
Shit.
that. Yeah, I was kind of saving it, but okay, I might have to pick that up soon. So you're gonna start that this week?
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet. Mr. Shane?
I've been taking time off these last few weeks after Twitch denied my partner again.
I don't
probably
blame
gonna come
you
back.
at all.
I don't blame you
Right.
either.
I'm probably gonna come back probably start of July. Who knows? We'll see.
If you could do anything, chat, check out all the streams, all the Shane streams going forward, because the denial was so ridiculously petty. It made no sense. I'm sorry, man, but you'll definitely get it soon. You'll definitely get it soon for sure. Old Lady Gamer, what have you got going for you this week? Anything you'd like to shout?
No, not really. I don't really do stuff like that.
Like the
I know.
honesty.
I mean, I might tweet some week. I don't know. Probably do that. I'll probably play
Invigorating.
some games by myself.
Yeah,
this
So
is compelling.
yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty excited.
Oscar
I'm gonna.
music starts playing.
I'm gonna
Riveting.
respec one of my characters in ESO, maybe.
Oh wow, yeah,
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Yeah,
Big moves.
do that.
yeah,
Yeah, big moves.
Wild week. Can't wait to hear about next week.
I'm gonna actually what I'm gonna go do right now is go through my notes and total up all the party's gold and all their shit.
With the
Hell
expenses.
yeah.
It's very reinforcing to me. It's gonna make me very happy, and then I'll probably like put it in a nice little bulleted list in our Discord chat. That's
As
probably what I'm
treasurer, I
gonna do.
expect the expenses as well, right? You've been keeping note of those.
Yeah,
Good.
we need those.
And then Sam, what are you up to this week?
What's up? I'm going to be live right after this playing some Dark Souls 3. I'm going to be playing Dark Souls 3 Cinder's mod for the rest of the week.
Oh, yeah.
And the new 7 Days to Die alpha build drops tomorrow. So I'm going to be covering that as well.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What does that
I want to play
include?
that.
Nice.
Yeah, same.
I can't
Just new stuff.
name them all. Yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I might actually look at that myself. Cool. Everyone, by the way, exclamation mark cast. You can go find everyone to follow. Also give Jari a follow. She wasn't here this week. Hopefully she'll be back next week. And we can see her, Saphira, there. For me personally, on Tuesdays, I do a little kind of discussion stream of all homebrew stuff that you find on the interwebs or the creative community. Other than that, I might do a Minecraft hardcore playthrough this week. I came up with an idea to do it where every time we die, we roleplay an entirely new character. And whatnot, like Geralt and stuff, some silly characters. I meant to do it ages ago for a subathon, never got around to it. But maybe I'll check out 7 Days to Die apparently as well, because I love that game. I think that's it. Also, if you're interested, join the Patreon. It's got I'd be basically doing this choose your own adventure, where a bunch of people are kind of choosing and voting on the roles which happen. It's 4 different characters, and they're probably going to be having 4 chapters each that you choose what happens at the end of each chapter. And it has some big relevance to what's going on in this story now. Some big hints, some big clues, and changes up some of the world. But that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for coming out to episode 5 of Godforged. We'll be back next week for episode 6, where we journey into the mountain, most likely. Or get denied at the door and then come back and harass some more old people in the town. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for playing as always. And Sam, are you going live right now? Should we host it on to you?
Sure.
Or,
Yeah.
sweet. All right, let me get my thing loaded up. Cool. And again, sorry for the, I mean, like, technical problems are going to be a part of the show. I'm telling you, like every week.
Today
This
was
was the curse day.
especially.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
I think all of us had issues. Me and Bree had lag. OLG
Yep.
had audio.
Sound.
Sam had mic.
Yep.
It's actually true, yeah.